sé qué haría, que sin ti no sé qué haría, que sin ti no sé qué haría, que sin ti no sé qué haría.
Esperanza, esperanza, solo sabes bailar cha-cha-cha. Esperanza, esperanza, solo sabes bailar cha-cha-cha. Te conocí, me enamoré y me ilusioné y ahora todo se acabó. No sé por qué tu fingido amor le causó dolor a mi pobre corazón. De nada vale la vida que he vivido si de mujeres nunca se sabe. La que no es mala lo parece algunas veces y la que es mala no lo parece. Ay, qué pena me da, esperanza, por Dios, tan graciosa, pero no eres buena. Ay, qué pena me da, esperanza, por Dios, tan graciosa y sin corazón. Esperanza, esperanza, solo sabe bailar cha-cha-cha. Esperanza, esperanza, solo sabe bailar cha-cha-cha. Te conocí y me enamoré y me ilusioné, ahora todo se acabó. No sé por qué tu fingido amor le causó dolor a mi pobre corazón. De nada vale la vida que he vivido si de mujeres nunca se sabe. La que no es mala lo parece algunas veces y la que es mala no lo parece. Ay, qué pena me da la esperanza, por Dios, tan graciosa, pero no eres buena. Ay, qué pena me da esperanza, por Dios, tan graciosa y sin corazón. Esperanza, esperanza, solo sabe bailar cha-cha-cha. Esperanza, esperanza, solo sabe bailar cha-cha-cha.
Horrible transition. Absolutely trash. You'll see yourself in a second, don't worry. I gotta throw this off to the side. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there.
All right.
There's a lot of stuff going on. Moving everything around.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. This is it right here. Hey, how are ya?
Can they hear me?
Yeah, they can. I hope so.
I can't see me. Am I still handsome?
Oh, you're up there. You're right in that little box.
Message if I'm still handsome.
Audio good. I love it. All right.
Cool.
Hey, welcome back to the Copper Corner where we're doing Ramos for President. This is your President Ramos. And election season's coming up, so you better register and you better get all your paperwork together, IDs and all kinds of whatever stuff, or you can just mail it right in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And if you're wondering who the hell is Ramos, don't worry about that. Just know it's the right choice.
It's the right choice every time. Take the confusion out of blue, red, donkey, elephant,
None of that.
guy with boot on his head. Ramos. Easy. That's at least 3 syllables. Ramos.
Yeah.
Ramos.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Perfect.
I do like guy with boot on head. He
We have
definitely can be in cabinet.
We have sound today. That's right. Pull your mic closer.
Hey, my mic?
Yeah.
Are we good?
Is that better?
Is that...
Yeah, that's better. Hey, watch, I'll turn this a little bit to the side so it picks up some of you. There you go, right there. We had someone loud earlier today. So, here we are. What is on today's discussion topic board?
We got a bunch of shit.
No. No? All right. What do we got?
We got Karen Reed, Oregon dad, bunch of Russians, and stuff like that. You want to get right into the news, or?
He's still quiet. 1 second. Let me grab a boost.
Give me a boost. The people need to hear me.
How's that?
Is that better?
There we go.
Hey, mic check.
Mike,
How
check.
we doing?
1 2 1 2. Hey, how are you? Better. Yes.
Better, yes.
Perfect.
Hell yes.
Perfect.
Good.
Sweet.
All right, you want to get right into the news stuff, or
The new stuff?
you want to just talk?
Well,
about
today's sponsor. Do you want me to go right into today's sponsor?
your sponsor?
We have sponsors now. We got a lot of good sponsors coming up on this one.
All right, what do you got?
Hey, have you ever run out of packaging material?
It's literally happening to me right now.
Sweet.
Yeah, that horse meat situation kind of fucked me, so I couldn't get rid of all of it in Aiden's freezer, so now I'm shipping it out.
There we go. Well, congratulations, because guess what? With Pack Ease will be your new monthly subscription for all your packaging needs. Each month, receive a curated selection of bubble wrap, tape, boxes, and more delivered right to your door. Choose from 3 subscription plans: the starter for occasional shippers, standard for regular use, and pro for frequent senders. With what do we got? Horse meat is a great gift. It is a great gift for you. They also have flexible plans just starting at $19 and $45 a month. With Packies, make sure you're...
No.
Sorry, 1 second. Packies make sure you're always have the right supplies on hand.
Now, how much packaging material am I getting? Because you just said $20 a month, and I noticed you said monthly, and that was strange to me.
Yeah. So it's like a subscription service, as if you got like a cool like the man subscription service, or like the hair product subscription service.
I just want to make sure I'm getting a good deal.
Oh, you
all right?
are.
I don't want to
you
get
are.
ripped off.
You're getting all kinds of boxes and bubble wrap and all kinds of just shipping contents right to your door.
It's
So
an ominous amount. We don't know
Yeah.
exactly the
At least
quantity, but
at least a
it's
few
enough
boxes.
is what you promise?
At least a few
So if I got the
boxes.
Pro, you promise I would never run out.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
And that is a lot of shipping material every month right to your door. The quality and convenience are unmatched, and it's the perfect for some online businesses. Now, if you're running out of room for your packaging materials, because this is a monthly service, mind you,
Oh, yeah, I can
Right.
see this getting out of hand very quickly.
because no one wants to hold on
I
to all
don't
these.
understand this business. I don't know why these guys wanted to sponsor us, but yes, keep going.
Packies has a reason for that. So Packies is so smart, great business, has even thought of ways to help you with your over packaging needs. You got a lot of boxes, a lot of bubble wrap, and
A solution
those
to a
peanuts.
problem they created. That's a responsible
Exactly.
company.
So meet with Packies Friends Plus. You and your friends' monthly subscription for all your packaging needs. Just get 2 friends, and each month receive a curated selection of bubble wrap, tape, boxes, and more delivered right to their door. So you take you take your packaging material, and you get 2 friends, and send that to them, and now they're met with all the benefits purely from Packies. Have them choose from 3 subscription plans: starter for occasional shipping, standard for regular use, and pro for frequent senders. With their flexible plans, just starting at $19.45 per month, $19.45 per month, Packies make sure they always have the right supplies on hand. Now, you'll never have to worry about running out of packaging material. The quality and convenience are unmatched. It's a perfect for their online businesses.
So you're telling me they're going to beat WB Mason?
They're going to beat them. They have better prices, better selection of all kinds of things, better variety for anyone that's out there.
They
Now,
don't
if
have
you-
the long history of tax evasion.
Exactly.
And I like that.
Now, if those friends of yours are running out of packaging material or space for that, meet Packies Friends Plus Plus. Their monthly subscription for their packaging needs. Each month, receive a curated selection of different bubble wraps, tapes, boxes, and more delivered right to their friends' door.
I don't even understand how a company has this much packaging material.
Well, luckily enough, they can choose from 3. If they don't need so much or they need a lot, they have 3 subscription plans, starter for occasional shippers, standard for regular use, and pro for frequent senders. With their flexible plans, just starting at $19.45 a month, that's $19.45 per month, Packies Friends Plus Plus, make sure your friends' friends have the right supplies on hand. Never have to worry about running out of packaging material, and the quality and convenience are unmatched. it's perfect for any online small business.
Okay.
So if they're running out of room for packaging materials, they also have Friends Pack Ease Friends Plus Plus Pro.
And you're telling me that we can expand this even farther and put more
Exactly.
packaging materials on the street.
Yep. So if your friends' friends just get 2 friends each month, they can receive a curated selection of bubble wrap, tapes, boxes, and more delivered right to your friends' doors.
I don't know what you're selling me, but I know it's a good deal.
That's all that matters. So that's today's sponsor, Pack Ease. So it's you, and then you get 2 friends.
You got to
and they
have
get
2 friends. Start by going out, meeting people,
Yep.
make 2 friends.
And for only $19.45. And remember, the quality and convenience are unmatched. It's perfect for any of your friends' online businesses.
They're going to love it. Can
Yep.
you imagine you go out to a bar, you meet a nice guy, then all of a sudden a week later you start getting packaging material at your door. You didn't even expect it. You're getting payments taken off your card. You didn't even have to fill out the paperwork.
Yeah, it's just a monthly subscription. That's all it is. It's just like it's like Netflix or Spotify, but without any of the hassles of all those moving pictures. It's just package material.
And you can always use that because
Right
your
to
house
your
is
door.
disgusting. There's so much clutter. You need to package that up and put it in your basement somewhere so that your
yeah.
children can deal with that after you die.
Yep, that's what it's there for. And if you run out of room, you can get 2 of your friends, and they'll sign up for the subscription service through you, and you just mail your stuff to them, and that's all. So perfect. And that was Packies. So find them online
Yeah, at packies.org.
at packies.org.
It's legit. It's more legitimate that way.
Alrighty. So that's our first.
That's our first subscription. Yeah, these guys are going to pay us money to sell
right.
boxes.
Packies.
It's not even a thing.
That's right.
These Ukrainians are going to love it.
Yeah. All right. So what brings us to our first news article right now?
All right, this Karen Reed shit is crazy. This is like a very viral.
I've never heard of it.
It's happening right in Massachusetts. This happened it was over a year ago. But Karen Reed, did she do it?
What did she do? Well, what did they think she does?
The state is prosecuting her right now. So she has the state trying to accuse her of murdering her husband, who was a cop. The cops claim that she hit him with her car going 22 miles an hour in reverse, and it killed him.
Can cars go that fast, 22 miles an hour? You must be flooring it, right?
Still, how bad are you getting killed at 22 miles an hour? He didn't get crushed or anything or run over.
So they're just accusing her of rear-ending her husband and killing him?
Yes,
On purpose?
That's just what's on paper. This is what the prosecution is charging her with. She hit him and then she fled the scene, killed him. He died in the snow. His cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head and hypothermia.
She just left him out there too?
All right, this is where it gets sexy. That is the accusation going on. Now, this is some other information that should be taken.
They did prove that her specific vehicle can be controlled at 24 miles an hour in reverse in good conditions. Also, it was her boyfriend.
Correction, it was
Okay.
her boyfriend.
All right, so she rear-ended her boyfriend at
A cop's house.
How did they at a cop's house?
They were having a party, late night.
Oh, okay.
ATF agents were there. It was an all-cop party in the middle of the snow, wintertime. Sweet. Now, this is where it gets super interesting.
Sweet.
The girlfriend, this is just random things we need to take into consideration. The girlfriend of one of the cops that was at the party Googled how long does it take to die in the snow at 2:27 a.m. She claimed that everybody had left and that she had left by 1 a.m. So it's a little bit weird there.
Why is she Googling that?
I don't know. But she also deleted that she Googled that. And then evidence disappeared after the cops went into the evidence room on their day off. Text between the cops talking about how to destroy evidence. Taillight was found the next day, like the second day. The first day when the cops went to investigate, they found no taillight. But then when they went back on the next day, there was a taillight for the evidence.
Wait, so you're telling me that they do something, this guy dies, and then instantly they're like, Siri, how do I get rid of a body? Alexa, dispose of body properly.
Exactly. And
Okay.
it's what I covered.
They're cops and it's snowing, I mean, that could come up as topic.
And this happened
Right?
on dozens of people's phones. Like, everyone was trying to get the scoop. Like, I'm barely scratching the surface with the amount of Googles and texts between people.
Yeah.
Oop.
No, it's okay. You got it. I just want to make sure that's on it.
The victim had been found with cuts on his arms. The cops claimed that he had a glass in his hand and broke it and fell on it, and that's what caused the cuts, even though they also said he had never made it into the house. They had just arrived.
Well,
But what
could
was
he have broken it at his house?
Well, what was interesting is they happen to have a German Shepherd, and that German Shepherd has attacked 2 people recently and sent them to the hospital. And if you look at his arm, it is so clearly mauled by a dog.
I feel like that's an easy thing to find out, though.
Yeah, but they're the ones that are covering this up. And the prosecution is pretty tough to deal with, seeing as they're all related. The judge who is trying the case literally shares a lake house with the owner of the house that this happened at.
Isn't that illegal?
Oh, it's so illegal.
Okay, all right.
You ready for some more?
Oh, they rehomed the dog.
They did, because
It's like Joe Biden's dog.
for unrelated reasons.
It's literally Joe Biden's dog. That's crazy. That poor dog. I hope he's doing well.
And then
Hope
just
he's
a
going for nice
few
walks.
more things. This one is my favorite. This guy, Brian Higgins, he deleted text threads from his phone using federal equipment that, like, takes it out of, like, any way to find it. And then he also may or may not have cut his SIM card. He doesn't remember.
I mean, sometimes when you're like, you want to make a nice meal or something, like, you're like, oh shit, I didn't need that much garlic. I mean, and I have my phone, like, by me, I'm reading, like the recipes, and, I throw it down, so maybe the SIM card just ejects out, and then I'm just doing some onions. And then just,
yes.
Oh, I don't remember if I did.
Yeah, you accidentally got something to fall into that tiny pinhole that I can't even locate anything that's small enough to get into.
Dude, when you find those tools kicking around, that little thing, you're like, woo! Why wouldn't they just make it the size of
a bobby pin?
A bobby pin.
Yeah,
or
that's what I'm going to clear my bowl with.
Like, or a paperclip.
It makes sense.
Easy peasy. Why wouldn't it be like that? I was going to say. So, all right, so it sounds like the cops...
Definitely. What I don't know. See, that's where it gets interesting for me. What did they do? Did he get mauled by the dog and then they threw him into the snow to die? Like, I don't think the dog mauled him that bad. They said there was blunt force trauma. And there was also pictures of people that were at that party with pictures like a week later with their knuckles all fucked up. Claim that he fell and on his knuckles when he slipped. So.
But why did the lady back into her husband and leave?
I don't think that she did. There was Ring cameras all over the place, but all of them happened to have the evidence deleted between 12 a.m. and 5:40.
Even when they're leaving? Like, that, so they fucking did it, ultimately.
But how'd they do it? Why did they do it? They just killed their boy?
I thought...
At a party?
Wait, I didn't think... Wait, is he a cop too?
He was a cop too.
Oh, maybe there's a bigger thing going on, and that's why he's like, you know what, I'm going to rat all these guys out because I can't fucking deal with this kind of...
This has got to be really big to go through, like, this much effort. And, like, the whole world pretty much knows that this is bullshit. There's, like, protests happening, which don't ever really do anything, it seems, but...
Yeah.
Especially when the judge shares a lake house, like, I don't know.
That seems like a mad conflict of interest.
Yeah,
so
it does.
So they just killed this dude, and then they just made up a story saying, like, his girlfriend...
Yeah, they got
rear-ended him and then just left?
Yeah, and he broke a glass and fell on it, and it looked like dog bites.
But, like, why... But like, what is her reasoning for, like, leaving? She's like, oh, I just backed up into him by accident. I didn't see him there, and I just left because we got into a fight, and we left?
No, she woke up at around 5 in the morning. She was out drinking that night as well, which also, it's just not safe to drive in the Boston area, clearly.
Because this is all in Boston?
Yeah, it's right in Dedham, I think.
Dedham, wow.
Yeah, but everybody's drunk and driving, the cops included. She didn't go to the party. She just dropped him off and went home. That's what it was. And then she woke up at 5 in the morning in a panic to find where he was because he never came home. And then she got arrested for murder.
But they said that she rear-ended him, too.
Yes.
Oh, so do you think Karen Reed is innocent, and they're like, oh, she rear-ended the husband and then left without knowing?
Yeah, she's not a cop.
Oh.
She's just the girlfriend who's getting hit with everything. Everyone else involved in this story is a cop.
Yeah.
Except for her. And she's being tried right now, and everybody knows that it's bullshit, but it's so corrupt, the situation with the judge.
Yeah, wicked.
What happens to her? Does she get convicted?
I feel like if it's completely the dog's fault, like say hypothetically, the dog jumped, bit the guy, and then they're like trying to cover that up. He's like, "No, fuck that dog. I'm taking that dog out. I hate that dog." Then you'd be like, "Yeah," I'd be like, "All right, fucking, sorry, Karen, you're gonna get with a name like that, right to jail." Boom, covering that poor dog's. Then again, he's a cop dog, so he's a narc. I don't know. It's so odd.
I think she's going to go to jail, and I don't think she should, because she's hot.
That's
That's really my only. That's really my only reason. Like,
you'd pardon her right there.
I don't want to send her to jail. She's like kind of a foxy older lady.
It's so odd that it's just like, all right, cops, okay, but it's like the whole house of cops, and none of them are like more in depth with trying to figure out what happened to their fallen brother. They're all busy.
Nope.
Like,
all deleting their ring
deleting
cameras.
history. She's
Yeah,
a
that's what I'm
foxy
saying.
lady. Foxy cop lady. I'll look her up. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, Karen Reed.
Karen Reed. Trials today.
Yeah, no, this thing's popping right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, she looks. Yeah, she's okay. Yeah.
She's just past her prime, which is where I want them.
Yep. Dude, that's right. That's when they start looking for bearded young guys.
Exactly. And I'm not the answer to the problem.
No. That poor guy, yeah, he got fucking marked by his buddies without a doubt.
Yeah, and it sucks. I'm really curious to see if she goes to jail, because our justice system is, like, pretty pragmatic. Like, if that judge were to say guilty, she's got to go to jail, even though the entire city is outside screaming the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, if the ring cameras and the text messages, I mean, that's obvious. And the fact that the guy accidentally cut his SIM card and wiped his phone. Like
He
with
said
those
it was
things.
his right.
Oh. Meanwhile, they're okay with, like, going up to you at your house and harassing the shit out of you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of cops. This just strengthens that.
So I saw a post the other day that said cops will use all their technology to find a sweatshirt with a particular graphic on it that's on an Etsy shop only to find out who bought that thing because they fucked up a cop car. They set a cop car on fire, but they have a camera of just the guy's shirt, a picture of the shirt. So they tracked him down through the shirt and they charged him with it. But meanwhile, your shit's stolen and they could give two fucks less about it. They're like, yeah, if it turns up, maybe.
Right?
Yeah. You're like,
Catch the bad guy. That's the important part.
But they are very stressed. I'll give them that. You know, it's a high stress job. But I mean, most of the time, people don't even know. Like,
Well, it depends where you are. If you're working in Chicago as a cop, you're like kind of a hero. Like, you're probably doing a lot of fucked up shit, but you're also doing a lot of shit that's necessary. So I can, like, stand by that. But if you are in Londonderry, New Hampshire, like, you're a faggot. That's what I stand at.
sorry, Bloom. I keep getting phone calls about the policeman's ball. They're like, "Would you like to donate to this?" I go, "They get government money." They go, "They don't need mine. They already write me tickets every day."
Right?
All the time. Loitering. The last time, hey, you're standing around too much. Making the scene look bad.
Right? They used to give me so much shit for skateboarding. Like, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
All right? I'm getting exercise. I'm
Whoa,
trying to
whoa,
not be
whoa.
fat like you guys.
Well, you can't be, doing this here.
Yeah.
When there's like no one around, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we used to carry G stickers, and we would go to the no skateboarding signs. We'd put the G over the N.
Yeah.
And then they didn't like that
Go
at all.
skate.
They didn't like that at all.
Pumping through the head, the vein. Ah! No, but there's some cool ones out there, without a doubt. They're like, hey, I'm not, like, they just seem like they don't even want to do their own job. Like, hey, I know, but,
No,
what happened to the country of the free, land of the free, Now we got all rules and structure and stuff like that.
You say that like you ever lived in that world.
I didn't. But I heard good stories about it,
I don't know. We've been fucked since the 1800s.
Yeah. It's like liberals here saying that other countries have it better, without a doubt. I love hearing that. That's my favorite thing. They're like, oh, they have free healthcare.
You hear what happened to Sweden?
I go, well, yeah, there's a lot of shit. What happened to Sweden?
Sweden's one of those countries people usually like to reference.
Oh, yeah. And now they're like, absolutely no Muslims.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we're not.
They're
And they're
not
like,
in a good
don't
spot.
you think that's racist? And the president or the prime minister's like, he's like, yeah, but I made a promise to my people that I wouldn't let them, like, let these foreigners in. So now I'm going to hold that up. I'm going to be a man of my word. Which I think is, all right. Pretty cool.
There's a lot. The
I mean,
crime
hey,
is
he's honest.
crazy substantial, and that's not because they're Muslims. That's just because of the given situation. But still, when people are presented with it, they usually draw lines, and skin color is usually the first thing you go to.
Well, I think it's like a regional thing, but then skin color usually follows because if you're from a certain region, your skin usually adapts to a certain thing. I mean, assholes walk this whole world.
Literally.
Ultimately. You got a color spectrum that's like from opaque to like pitch, right?
Like
and
yeah.
assholes all in between that. It doesn't matter where that spectrum is, you know? That saturation, that tone, you know? Anything, monochromatic, any of those people.
Now, what does Sweden do to solve that problem now?
Sounds like they got their problem solved.
Well, you still have to deal with the ones that you've taken in. Clearly, you've taken in a population that can't get employed, or what is it? I just know that if you're hungry, you're probably going to steal stuff to eat. And I don't get mad at anybody who does that. And I think it's Sweden's fault for letting them in, because that's the result of...
I thought he didn't let any of them in.
No, he let way too many in, and that's why it's stopping now.
Oh.
Yeah, because they let in so many, and it's just increased the population, and these people don't really have direction or any form of income. Not really a good system there, so crime is immediate, and now he's turning it off.
Huh. Well,
Right?
well, at least you have the data to show it, I guess. But I mean, it's like a huge cultural thing, and like they have to shift. I get like Sweden's not necessarily a melting pot of things.
Oh, no. It's like 6 white guys in a cul-de-sac.
That's all it is.
Literally.
Everywhere. Bang, bang, bang. And they all are, you know, they all subscribe to the same shit. They all subscribe to Pack Ease. Mm-hmm. They all have 2 of their friends getting packages shipped to them and their 2 friends and their 2 friends. It's
And
not
they got a
pyramid
friend in Helsinki, and he's starting it out over there.
Yeah. So he's keeping away from that. All right. Well, I mean, that kind of sucks. At least you have like, wow, these people are coming in here. It's a cultural shift and stuff like that. And I would imagine
It's just too much of an influx of people. Like, when I hear this story, I go, what did you think was going to happen? Like, you could have done that in any place with any other, like, group of people that's been beaten down recently, like, in the last 6 months. Like, they're going to get somewhere, and if you don't give them, like, proper amenities after taking them in, they're probably going to resort to crime, which is the next logical progression, honestly.
Well, I mean, like, how much is their influx of crime? Like, is it astronomical?
It's astronomical.
Oh, okay, all right then.
Sweden doesn't have crime. Sweden's crime's up like 600%.
They're like, hey, that guy littered over there. Shit, that's up 1,000% now. You know, they're like doing some.
Oh, I'm sure the litter's up substantially, and they're a very clean place there. I don't know if it was Sweden, but one of these really clean countries, they were trying to film a Batman scene from The Dark Knight. It was in an alleyway, and it was meant to look all grimy, and people kept picking up trash. Wonderful.
Now that's a place. All right, yeah. So everyone picks up after themselves and doesn't steal shit.
Yeah, nice.
But
Victoria, Canada. It was Canadians, which also to be expected.
Oh, I heard about that.
They're like the
too.
North American Swedes.
Goth capital of the world.
Hell yeah.
I did not know that. I heard that it was like people from India that were coming in there, and they're all like bathing in like their water fountains and everything else. Oh, nice goths.
Bathing in
don't
their
you know?
water fountains? Oh, I wouldn't like that at all.
Where they like throw coins and they're like going in there and they're like taking all the coins and stuff, and it's like, oh, okay.
Well, someone was going to do that eventually.
Yeah, but I think they donate. I think all the coins they leave in the well or whatever, their water fountains, go to the town. I mean, it's not a lot, but I think
Is that really what gets done with it?
I would imagine they send out a facilities guy out there to like scrape up all the coins, and then they turn it into the bank, and now they can use it for.
Yeah, because I was going to say, that's taking money out of the system, and that's not okay.
Yeah. Well, that's putting it back in.
Well, if they're taking it out, I just assumed that it accumulated forever, and people just didn't care that much, so...
So they have like $1 billion in coins?
No, I don't think it'll ever get that high, because 1 billion people will never want to throw pennies in water. That was my logic.
Well, you think, like, even if it's like 1 or 2 people or children or something, wouldn't it be at least caressing the water? You know, like going up there?
No, I don't have any interest in it, so I just
You're nice as goths
play the
everywhere,
ignorant
man.
role and assume everyone else is not caring either.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, apparently those people do, and they want to take them. So, all right. Well, it's up to them to take it. All right. What's the next one?
Oregon Dad. All right, a nice lighthearted story.
Oh, good. We need one of those.
So an Oregon dad gets 2 years in jail for drugging 12-year-olds at sleepover.
Light-hearted.
Okay. Now, he claimed...
Not light sleepers.
One thing that I need to note right off the top, they did not find in any way that he had sex with these kids. At all.
Maybe he just wanted a quiet night.
That is exactly what his defense was.
He's just like, I can't
He couldn't
fucking
handle
stand
it, and
the
he just wanted
screaming.
them to have a great night's sleep, was his exact quote.
Oh my.
And bear in mind, they were up past 11 against his orders.
I gotta work
It
in the
was
morning.
past 11, and he had a big day planned. He told them, you got to be in bed by 11. They didn't go to bed. They wanted smoothies. He took some Xanax. He crushed it up. He put it in the smoothie, make the kids sleepy so they get a good night's rest, really like hit it the next day. Was his intentions, it appears.
How did they find out?
One of the girls did not pass out, and apparently this girl's got some tolerance on her.
Yeah.
Because
My mom and dad usually crush up 2 Xanax in my smoothie.
literally,
Jesus Christ.
she was still awake, and she just knew something was wrong, and something had been done to her, and all of her friends are passed out and not waking up. So she texted her mom. Mom got over there, managed to get him out of there. Apparently, the guy had come down a couple times. She was like faking sleeping, and he would like put his hands under their nose.
To see if they,
Yeah.
And she was just like,
Yeah. So now he's got to do 2 years. It ruined his life so bad. His wife has left him, has taken the 2 children. He attempted suicide last month in the house that has now been sold, which is the house he's always owned.
wow.
His life is just fucked. It was so bad. Even the judge was like, "I'm hearing actual repent in your voice." Certainly.
He is a freaking idiot,
It's
for sure.
crazy.
Without a doubt.
But the girls were up past 11, and I'm gonna ask you now, what would you do? Is all I want to know.
Why wouldn't you just take the Xanax yourself? You know?
No, because he was concerned with the girls. What I see here is this is a
No.
control freak who he made a decision, and these stupid girls aren't listening to him, and the frustration, it kept building and building until he finally snapped.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna get my way, and these bitches are going to sleep.
What were the plans for tomorrow?
I don't
You think
know.
how about this? If he's like, all right, we're gonna go to Disney World, but you girls have to be
Ooh,
asleep now.
Disney
And
World.
I already have these
Does that change the scenario a little bit? If it's something really exciting, they've never been to Disney World.
And you
They're
spent
going early.
Like it's my daughter's birthday, and it's all her friends, and she's. I've spent $2,000 for all these girls to go to this thing, but now I have to get them up, wake them up, and how old are these girls again?
12. So the worst, literally
This-
the worst age that exists.
Every detail I find out, I get more.
There's got to be a
That's not
scenario
okay.
where you can drug kids, is what I'm getting
They used to
to.
do that to babies. They'd dip a little bit
Yeah.
of rum on their finger, and they'd rub their gums, and the babies would pass out because they were teething or something.
There's a lot of details I need to know
Your
for me to
grandparents
make
know?
a decision on
Well,
this.
why wouldn't he confide in his wife?
I don't think she was there.
Oh, I would have been like, so hey, these girls are going fucking crazy. What do I do? And if the wife was like, not to say it's good that oh yeah, we should get a pact mentality about this. We should really. The grandparents rubbed whiskey on our gums. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could give him 2 years for that?
It's better than butt chugging,
Right.
And I mean, it's just I don't know. I don't want to. It's not okay to drug.
You shouldn't
you
drug
shouldn't
kids,
children, especially
but
not your own. Especially
There's
not your own.
always outliers that exist.
Yeah.
I
Now
need
all
to
these
know
girls-
where were they going and how awful were the kids. I need to talk to these kids and see how horrible they really were.
I mean,
I'm imagining bad.
I would. Their girls are probably going to say or that they're girls. It's not because they're girls, because they're children. They're going to go, it wasn't that bad. We weren't even being that loud because they're in the moment having fun. You're with your friends, scream having fun, and
It's
your parents
bias.
Come in, they're like, shut the fuck up! I can't fucking stand it. Well, maybe you should have more insulation in your house so you can't hear between the walls. How
Yeah,
about that?
it's
How
an
many
income
times-
issue.
How many times those daughters, if he's going crazy, or I'm sorry, if he's listening to those girls going crazy in one room, and say, their relationship was going well between the father and the mother, and they're having coitus in the other room, I mean, the daughter's probably got to hear that fucking bed banging against the wall, You remember the first time your parents were like going at it, and you were in the other room, and you're like, Jesus Christ.
So you're accusing him of potentially being inconsiderate.
Yeah. How about this? Put more insulation in your fucking house.
It's an income issue.
Oh,
you don't
ooh.
make enough money to insulate the house for your family,
Oh, these
which is
fucking
sold
boomers.
now, and you'll never get it back with
Exactly.
these fucking rates.
These fucking boomers. Oh my God, they're screaming. They're so loud. Go get some earplugs. Go
No,
lay down.
no, let's not. Have you talked to a 12-year-old?
I don't care.
It's shitty, dude. It's really bad.
Do you really care what they say? You really pay attention and go like, oh shit, you know what? Fuck, I never thought about it that way. Oh my God.
No, they just try to
Bluey?
act so cool, and it's so gross.
Bluey isn't for babies, and you know what? I fucking want to whip. Damn, I'm gonna show my age right here, right now.
Well, I certainly won't be drugging any 12-year-olds.
Yeah, no.
I learned that no matter how frustrating they get, I can't do it. I'll go sleeper hold.
Yeah.
Sleeper hold.
Down. Down.
Yep.
There you go.
And
Easy
lay him
peasy.
down gently.
Yeah. I say drug yourself before you drug.
Drug
thing.
children.
Don't drug children. Jesus Christ.
It's I don't know what it is about this story. I feel a little bad for him.
It makes me think of Aristocats. You know where that butler makes? I think we talked about it last time. You hate that movie or something?
I hate all movies with animal protagonists.
Yeah. So the cats, creme de la Edgar, which is poison.
What?
The butler wants to kill the cats because the lady he butlers for is like a really, really wealthy woman, but she's like in her will, "Oh, when I die, my cats get my fortune."
Oh, yeah, I know.
And that's why the guy was like, oh, if I kill her, then she'll leave me her fortune because she doesn't have anybody else to leave it to. Because he's been taking care of her whole end of life. So that's why the guy makes like creme de la Edgar, which is like just cream that's poison. And he wants to kill the cats.
Oh.
But it makes them asleep, so he passes the cats out and he puts them in a bag and he goes to try to kill them.
I don't think I've seen this movie. I definitely have not seen this movie.
You've never seen Aristocats?
No. I've always hated since I was a child.
Everybody wants to be a cat. That's a fucking number.
I guess
one
Cat
bummer.
Dog was good.
Yeah,
Cat Dog was good.
It was.
I
Yeah.
guess Rocko's Modern Life. Oh, the Nickelodeon gets a pass.
Yeah.
All right. Guess what? I'm full of shit. I like stuff with animal protagonists now.
The song from the Aristocats. But anyways, it's French as fuck because they're French cats. Anyways, don't drug children. That's probably not the best.
It's
route.
definitely not a good route. I totally don't think you wanted to have sex with them, and I respect that a lot. That was good.
Yeah.
That was definitely a really good move.
But of course, now all those girls have to go like, what? And then they're like, well, now we have to kind of get all your friends rape kits just to make sure. And they're gonna go what? And then they're gonna get like, what's in a rape kit? Anybody know?
Oh, I have no idea.
I would
They
imagine.
just use the word, and it's kind of a gross word, and
Yeah, like weird, like the word rape followed by really anything else. I don't know if we can
Anything.
say that here. It's probably R word, whatever you want to call it.
you can't stick that in any sentence and make it good.
No. Other than therapy.
Oh,
That's right.
TheRapy.
TheRapy. This is the name of the show. Thank you. Not the name of it.
And that's
but
what we're here
episode.
for. If you have any problems that you can't solve,
That's right.
send them in, and we'll explain how those aren't real problems.
Yep.
And you should feel better about
You should
yourself.
be. This is perfect.
It's very easy.
Somebody shot themselves upstairs.
Someone just fired a gun somewhere.
All right. Therapy. It's probably those cops we talked shit about earlier.
No, they're not coming.
Nah, fuck them.
They ain't coming.
Fuck 'em.
But it could be the Russians who are in Havana right now.
Havana.
Havana, Cuba.
Oh, they're setting off the missiles. They're doing missile tests over by Florida, aren't they?
They sent Russian frigates and like submarines over there.
Frigate.
It's like a Cuban missile crisis
Oh.
type of thing. They're trying to sell it as. But overall, we're not that worried.
Oh, okay. As
I
long
think-
as you're not worried, I'm not worried.
I think it's sketchy as fuck to let anybody that close to us. That's not something we ever do.
What?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
It's coming, and I
What
think
is
it's
that?
coming here because
What
we
is
do
that?
a lot of slander on
What
the
is this, a
Russians
missile?
here.
In the video, we can't really see it right now, but every time there's an emoji, they drop from everywhere.
Oh, it's flying.
So sweet, yeah. Yeah, so they're doing missile practice over South Bay of us. That's pretty cool.
And we're just letting it happen, which is that normal? I don't feel like I feel like the last time they went to Cuba, we freaked the fuck out.
And they were just trying to get at base there.
Literally.
Dinosaurs. Yeah, so
So, why?
isn't that why we had the Bay of Pigs?
Yeah.
Which was like a total
It
fiasco.
failed. It
Yeah.
didn't work good. The Cubans were much more
Yeah.
savvy than we thought they were.
Yeah, go figure. It's almost like they live on that little island, huh? Mm-hmm. Oh, weird. Odd. Anyways,
But
goddamn.
that's something to just be aware of. I don't see it in the news.
Do you know the tests they're running right there? Is it just like missile launching tests, or is it?
They're just apparently scoping the area. What I can never tell what's going on with the news because there's so many different narratives. But they said that it was in protest of the U.S. and the Ukraine, and they're going to be here for 5 days and then leave.
Huh.
I don't understand that at all.
Do you think maybe they've gotten intelligence, like the Russian KGB, which I don't think is KGB anymore, has intelligence that the U.S. is going to do something? Because the U.S. is actually aiding more and more into Ukraine to a point where, remember when they were like, if you put any soldiers down in Ukraine, there's going to be a war between us? And then we're like, absolutely we haven't. But
we have.
without a doubt, I saw a video of a Russian soldier running up to Ukrainians, but they all kind of look alike because they're all wearing like camo and everything, and just go up and just bang, bang, just cross them out, each one. There's like 4 or 5, bang, 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 see you later. Mm-hmm. And the only reason why the Russian soldier knew that they were Ukrainian was because they were speaking English when they sat down.
Huh.
Which is kind of weird for Ukrainians to be speaking English on the ground there.
Yeah.
And plus, if you technically don't have any boots on the ground there and you're just flying drones, is there really a difference?
No.
I don't know.
That.
They're getting better. Those drones are getting better.
Yeah, on the Russian side,
Yeah.
the Ukraine is doing really bad.
I saw some Russian anti-drone hardware, big vehicles and stuff.
Who do you hang out with?
And
Oh my God.
yeah, no, I saw them blow up too. I saw them and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And they're like, yes, this is a shotgun size. This is net. This is a type how you say EMP.
Oh wow.
Yeah, all right. These Russians got all kinds of stuff. Transmitting interference, dos vodonia. And then I saw it blow up, and I was like, oh, well, that was...
Well, that man sounds very scary to me.
You do not know the technologies we have here.
No.
Yeah,
No,
well,
I
good
do
for 'em.
not.
Well, anyways, I figured since we're, like, being aided by Ukraine, we kind of want to see, like, the Russian side of it, too. We're, like, I'm talking to everybody right now. I mean, we're just gathering information, really.
Yeah.
Collection.
Just know that, according to the narrative, Russia is the bad guy. Is always
That's right.
the bad guy.
Better dead than red.
That's right.
Unless your tools are red, then Milwaukee's fine with me.
Yeah, I just hope they're not here for us.
No, not for us.
We do talk a lot of shit about them.
Yeah, so I think what the issue is we have a lot of politic people out there that is watching this, whether it's through the past mod and the our live streams and everything, and as well as our Reddit. And they've contacted me thinking that I'm some sort of like aid for this thing, and they just give you fucking any kind of information they want.
Oh, they talk very freely.
They're like, oh, your guy's going to be president? Okay, well, this is, CIA documents. Here you go. Oh, you want to, here's your account, I have like 4 or 5 different like top security accounts right now. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, they're trying to grease the whistle. They keep offering me all these things.
Yeah.
Like, they tell me my horse meat isn't good. They have better horse meat that they can offer me.
Yeah.
The finest that I've ever seen. Clydesdale meat.
Oh,
I'll be the judge of
Big
that.
horse. Big horse is good. It's gamey though. Big horse, you can go either ways. Too fatty, too lean. Which one?
We'll see.
But yeah, no, there's a lot of like government websites you can just log right onto. Passwords 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8.
These people aren't smart.
Admin.
They're just normal
master.
people like you and me.
Yeah.
They do degenerate sexual acts. They take drugs and they love their mother.
They're just you with information and more money. Well, how would you act if you
Yes.
had that?
And a pure bloodline.
Yeah.
Much pure bloodline.
Gotta get the pure bloodline out there.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And it'll make your penis weird.
This means loyalty. The fatter the tongue, the more money it comes.
Yeah, it's an evolutionary trait. As you gain money, your DNA will actually shift, and you will start
Yeah.
to just grow bigger body parts.
Yeah.
Whether it be the tongue, maybe you have a big
jaw.
foot.
So then you just like, we don't know what he's saying. Well, he's speaking a very fancy language right now. And that's how you get French.
Yeah.
That's how you get French.
The French are so ridiculous to me. How are they still here?
I don't want to see a single French flag in that chat.
I
Not a
would like
single
to see
flag.
several, if possible.
No, get them out of here. I don't want to see a single one of those fucking things in there. All right, Russians in Havana, stretching it out.
Could be scary, but America says it's okay.
It's okay with me. If you're not
Sure.
scared, I'm not scared.
Even though last time you freaked out. What is that?
I don't know. RF.
It's Russian.
Free. They're catching us. No French flags. All right, Boy Scouts.
They're not that. That doesn't exist anymore.
The Boy Scouts don't exist?
No.
Why?
Scouts of America.
Oh, it's the
Girls are in.
Oh, okay. Don't they have Girl Scouts?
No. Well, they have that too.
Wait,
But-
so there's no more Boy Scouts. In Twitch chat, that's a French flag. Okay,
Oh shit.
sure.
That's not as fun.
Yeah, I think it spells out retreat. Thanks for the giant green lady, by the way, French people. So the Boy Scouts are no longer the Boy Scouts.
They're the Scouts of America, but the Girl Scouts do still exist as well
They got the
because you
best
got to move
They
cookies,
got the
and
best
nobody
cookies.
moves cookies better than children, I guess.
They have Girl Scout cookie makeup and
What?
Yeah, they have makeup that's Girl Scout cookie, like themed, like tagalongs, and you can like put it on your face, and bath bombs and candles too. Girl Scout.
Well, I like
cookie
the bath
candle.
bomb idea. I'm a fan of bath bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as a 33-year-old man, I'm very much a fan of bath bombs, and it's not weird.
No, I
It's
think
it's
that's
very
fine.
normal.
Sometimes you want to, Epsom salt. It's good for your skin.
Yeah, no, you
soap.
put it in that nice little Gucci spot, like right underneath between your balls and the butthole.
You do a little shimmy.
You
to-
do a little shimmy, and it tickles. It's kind of like a tickle. It's nice. You should
Yeah.
try it if you can fit in bathtubs.
Yeah,
if
you
you're a
make it-
fifth grader sized person like me.
If you can make your ass arch out of the water and then fart, it comes out like that, and it's like the same. You ever have like water on top of like hot chocolate mix, where it's become hydrophobic? It like goes over and you poke it, and it's all
best.
dust after. Same stuff happens every time, and your butt just pops that bubble right there.
Yeah, it's
Bath bombs. That's where
who
it's
doesn't know that.
at. Just letting
But
Ukrainians know.
putting girls in it, is that a good idea? And two, does that make it more or less gay?
I don't even know what the Boy Scouts are up to nowadays.
They
I don't feel like it's the same kind of.
I think it's similar. My girlfriend's brother went through that whole Eagle Scout setup, and he is elite. That kid could survive in the woods for fucking ever. Granted, he's at West Point now, and he's kind of the highest performer I've ever met in my life.
Huh.
So
All right,
that's
so maybe they're doing good. Yeah, be more inclusive. How about this? Why isn't the Girl Scouts put more into their people instead of their cookies? And they don't even make.
I
the
don't
cookies,
know
too.
what they do other than the cookies.
They're just
And
Chinese.
They're just selling them.
Chinese cookies. That's all they are. They get shipped into a box and they take pictures of the girls that are like tagalongs and oopsie poopsies or whatever they are.
Yo, I think that might be one of the best grifts of all time.
Biggest grift, Slap a
Like-
child's face on a box. They love it.
A lot of people have tried it, but no one has succeeded like the Girl Scouts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember the magazines you'd have to sell in elementary school?
Yes, or what was it?
Terrible scheme.
The bunt cakes. My group literally only did cookies. That's it. Did you tie any knots? Do I tell you the story of scouting boys?
Scouting boys?
Oh my god, I'm disappointed. They didn't even teach her. So, I'm in the same realm as that, right? So, when I was a kid, I wanted to be in the Boy Scouts, right? Because I thought it'd be cool to do like
Everything about you screams you want to be a Boy Scout.
Absolutely, dude. You can hike, you can tie knots, you camp,
You'd
do,
be a
you
man
make
in the
fires.
woods.
You're a man in the woods, right? It's the entry level man in the woods, It's a good way to do that brotherly love kind of thing, not in the June month kind of way, but like the teamwork, the building, that at least
Sense of community.
At least all the as like a army rep would sell you on joining the army. It just feels like that,
And this is before you knew about any of the other stuff.
Exactly. I was naive. I just wanted a good time, I just wanted felt the warmth of my fellow
But
man.
yeah, you wanted that.
Yeah,
Why
good
didn't you
time.
get it?
Oh, so this is what happened, right? Sorry, we're taking this will be quick. My mom looked for it, and apparently I missed the sign-up date for it, and she just was like not very on the ball about it. She's just kind of like, oh, I didn't even know. Yeah. She asked around, and she found this group, and it was posing itself as like a Boy Scouts.
This sounds very
But it was
sketchy.
called like Boys Scouting or the like Hike Boys. It's like I just call it Scouting Boys because it's reversed. And what it was was we signed up for it. We paid like $150 or something for like the like
so
the activity.
regular
Exactly. Like
fees.
this is for your what is it called? Outfit and the other stuff you're gonna need. Like your backpack and all kinds of other stuff. That's what the lady so it was a woman running it, which was kind of weird. But she was just like, "Oh, I'm running it for my husband. We're like doing the thing and blah blah blah." And so my mom's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, right. Well, it's getting there."
Okay.
And I'm intact still. Anyways, this woman, she says, "Oh, we meet at this other school, and like all the kids get dropped off there, and we do stuff." And I went there like a few times, and it was very sparse throughout the month. And all it was we paid the money for it. We were supposed to get uniforms or hats or something, but it was this woman, and she had a mentally and physically disabled son. And he was a little older, but he was a wild child. Like, he'd scream and, like, run around.
Oh,
and
real
start banging.
spastic.
Crazy, spastic. But he was something mentally and physically wrong with him, So she invited all these boys to pay money for activity packets where it was, like, what's it called? Like, coloring books and pencils and crayons and all this other, whatever, like, stuff to... And I'm, like, old, like, not old... I'm not old, but I'm, like, old enough to go, like, this isn't...
Yeah, I can already get in the lines.
Yeah, like, are we gonna go? Exactly. Like, are we gonna go camping anytime soon? Like, can we learn how to do knots? And the lady's like, all right, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I know you keep asking, but we'll get to that. So, like, and she just was like, why don't you play with? I don't know his name. Brian. Brian's over here. Not Brian. Let's use a different name. Jared. Jared's over here. We'll get Jared to like whatever, and he's the camp leader. So she grifted all of these parents. There's like maybe 15 of us or something, 10, a decent amount, to buy the supplies and rent out the space in the school so that her son, who was a complete wild child, he would be screaming, running up and down, taking chairs from you, and you're like, I'm sitting there, and you're like, and he would hoard all the chairs in one spot, and he'd collect like a particular color of crayon. Like, you only get white to color your activity packet, and you're like, what the fuck? The paper's goddamn white. How the fuck does that happen? And so much so, my mom went there, and because it was like a certain thing, all the parents were like, no, we're going to see what happens, because all our kids are coming back with the same crazy stories. There's this one wild child, and they're not doing anything Boy Scout related. And my mom goes there and was like, what's going on here? And they're like, well, this is the activity pack. It's kind of raining outside, so we can't really bring them out there because we're nervous.
Oh, my God.
And my mom's like, they're supposed to be doing Boy Scout things. Like, where's their outfit? Where's their uniform and everything like that? So they all got into this woman's face. She gave back all the money for it. And I don't think Jared had maybe like one or two friends afterwards. And some of the parents like, oh no, this is fine, because she told them like, this is what's happening. He's mentally whatever. We have to slow down the class for him so he can whatever. And they're like, this isn't Boy Scouts, is it? And she's just like, no, this is like the scouting boys or whatever. And my mom's like, yeah, that's not what you told me. And they look at the paper. It's like, it says like you have the Boy Scouts emblem on the activity packet. What are you talking about?
And then your mother never corrected it by getting you into the actual Boy
No,
Scouts?
Nope. That's where we just stopped.
Oh, okay.
We never went to the Boy Scouts afterwards. We just had a great time with this Jared kid who took all the chairs and all the crayons.
That's a really sad story, dude.
What, for who, Jared?
Dude, that was a great grift. That lady was brilliant.
Yeah.
Imagine you have a child that God doesn't love, and you need to figure out a way to, like, keep it entertained.
I
and
feel so bad.
and just finance the whole thing.
I know,
like,
right?
it's crazy. That was a good grift. I'm really upset she gave the money back. That's the part of the story that really fucks with me.
Oh, because they were going to sue her ass. They were like, this is a complete
She should have
lie.
fought.
She should have
She
fought.
should have fought.
Whatever.
I love her tenacity, her ability to just
she baited
get in
and
there and
switched.
grift the situation.
Bait and switch every single kid. And I was stuck there like so many weekends out of so many months going to this thing going, what the fuck is happening here? To this day, I'm like, where is that? What happened to all of that?
That's so fucking funny.
It's awful. Like, sometimes they'd have, it was just like a
That's like the
daycare.
Boys and Girls Club to the YMCA.
It's like worse. It's like someone running the Boys and Girls Club out of their house.
Have you been
and
to
they're
the Boys and Girls Club? That's where I learned how to do drugs.
Yeah. Yeah. That was like prison.
It was crazy, dude.
It was like rec time for prison. Like, I'll never forget that. And they were like, you only have like an hour for computer time. And you'd be like, all right. And then there's like, when's the basketball
Maybe
game?
don't go to the basketball. The older kids are playing right
yeah.
now. They get really aggressive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And they wouldn't let you, they'd be like, you have to bring a ball from whatever. And then you'd get like commissary. They'd literally call it commissary. Commissary.
Yeah, they divided
They
the
had
old
that.
group from the young group, like
vending
shirt
machine.
color.
Yeah.
It was not good. It wasn't a
Pool-
good system, and they would play it, put us against
tables?
each other.
Yeah, pool
Like,
tables
what the
for, like-
fuck am I gonna do against a 13-year-old?
A smoking section. It was weird. They had. I've seen games in that place that would be in like a Legion, like stuff I'd never played, like that pool game with like the bumpers and like that sand, like the little disc with the sand thing.
We had really vintage stuff, like the Mario that had Donkey Kong in it, like the
we'd
real
have-
old stuff.
We didn't have any video games in that place other than the computer lab, but you couldn't go to like any of the sites, but everyone knew how to get around them. It's like, oh, Johnny just like snuck in a phone. Like, let's go look at pictures of boobies on it. Like, it was an awful place. I'll never forget that place. I had like one kid grab my hand and like bash it off a water fountain thing.
Yeah, no, that place was aggressive. I
Yeah.
think I got in my first fight at the Boys and Girls Club, actually.
Right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, right?
What the fuck?
Everyone has.
I thought it was a
Like
good
a-
experience overall, though. It was real trashy, and it, like, I think that's good for you when you're a child, because it lets you experience
like
how
wo-
horrible human beings are.
It's like, why read Lord of the Flies? Just like sign your kid up for
Boys
like,
and Girls
Boys and Girls
Club.
Club.
It's perfect.
Your kid comes back with like just pen mark on their arm. They're like, yeah, Aiden just fucking, pumped this one out. It's supposed to be a snake.
Yeah, he said
Supposed
it
to be
was.
Homestar Runner right here.
Yeah, it's
pretty-
more permanent than, like, normal ink.
We did those little S's and we put a barbed wire fence around it. Cause like time in the. It's so stupid. Boys and the Girls Club. Didn't like it.
Not good.
They're not on it. They did not give. And there's always like fat. I don't want to make fun of all the staff over there, but I remember the staff at that place were like obese was a thing back then. They were just like not even fit to be like a lunch lady.
Yeah,
you know?
when the neck and the back, like,
It's
jets
sitting down.
out, like,
Yeah.
that's where it gets bad.
When
It's
the-
not good. The wrists shouldn't bulge out.
Yeah.
That's where it gets bad. I had the same, I swear to God, we went to the same place. I
Probably.
don't think so. I went in Somerville.
Oh, then I didn't know. But once those ladies and those like teachers that are there, their only line of like break it up is just yelling. That's how you know like you shouldn't be doing this job.
No,
there should be
dude.
like a physical like teachers should do some sort of physical. Like, all right, run from that side of the room and back. And if they come back and they're like, oh, I need a chair.
No,
I need a chair.
it depends on the age. You have to govern kids differently depending on the age. If they're like 5, you can just grab them really hard, real quick, and just scream in their face, and it'll calm them down. They'll stop doing what they're doing out of fear for their life. And it's a pretty good way to curb them. Older kids, you need to manipulate a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're running stuff,
And if you can embarrass them in front of their friends, that's lethal.
That's right.
That's how you really get up on a kid.
That's the Hydra's head right there. Snap. Burn it down.
That's what I recommend to
Fucking
everybody.
Jesus
But yeah,
Christ. So yeah,
there's
sorry
girls.
about there's
And,
inclusivity in the Scouts. Hopefully, you know what? I'm happy for that. I think that's really good, especially if they stick to like the Boy Scouts.
They keep doing the Boy Scout thing. I think it's
yeah.
super important because women, you
Yeah.
have a job in society coming up because the men are just not getting it done. So like, we need you to step up and
You can
start
do it.
doing the men things because the
can do
men, I don't have faith in them right now.
You can do it.
So overall, I give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, I
Fuck
give
it.
that 3 fingers up.
I think that there is
Maybe
a
4.
benefit to having an all-boys setup so that there's no weirdness because you might be going through the puberty age and there's all those weird hormones and shit that can be distracting. But I also don't think that many boys are going into this, so...
I think the Boy Scouts want it. I think that they're like, you know what, Girl Scouts, all you're doing is cookies, and all you girls, they're not really learning any good skills, so we'll take them in.
Yep.
Good enough.
Now you girls have the same ability to get raped by the counselors like the boys do.
No, they like the boys. They like the boys, so there won't be any Xanax smoothies for those girls.
Oh, you think those guys might be a little upset?
Oh yeah, they'll be like, jeez.
Oh, it's fucking annoying girls.
They just ruin everything.
Oh, I was so excited about Tyler. He's 9 and beautiful. All right, then.
All right, anyways.
I say I give it a thumbs up. Fuck it. I just don't care about anything anymore. Just teach somebody to tie a knot.
Yeah,
I don't
something
care
cool.
who the fuck it is.
Or like, just do a tent thing,
Yeah.
anything.
Something of worth. Something that'll keep you alive.
take a
For when
fox
you run
run.
into that bear
Yeah.
that you want to see.
I saw a news report that says like woman runs into bear on trail, gets like mauled to death.
It's what happens.
And I was like, well, yeah, it's a bear.
It's fine. We don't want to open up that can of worms.
I know.
Oh.
No matter who it is.
All right, GameStop update.
Uh-oh.
Just real quick, have you bought your GameStop
No, I
share?
haven't. It looked
Why?
like
Why
Dude,
are
it's
you
been
a chill?
tanking. It's been tanking.
What are you talking? It's tanking.
The whole thing. You haven't seen him? Like, he goes on his... he had his own Twitch account.
Oh,
He
I
did
saw.
he
It
did
was
the cat
wonderful.
Thing and it shot down, and then he's like, log off. Bang.
Do you know how gangster what he did was? Truly, though. Because,
You think there's strategy on that?
well, I don't know if there was strategy to him being 29 minutes late, but what did happen was Bloomberg, CNBC, every single station cleared their schedule for noon and had nobody on. And I was watching them literally going like, what the fuck is going on? Like, he fucked up the news because they stopped and waited for him. And then when it finally came on, cat videos. It was wonderful. And then he started acting all weird. It's fantastic.
You think it's just trolling them?
That was just trolling.
That was it?
It was fantastic. He's still holding his position. As of right now, he is 2602. That'd be 22 times. He's like $4 or $5 million in the green on his call options, and that's what we care about. Because the whole reason you buy GameStop right now, I don't care what you think the stock's doing now. If June 21st comes and GameStop is trading over $20, a $12 million or 12 million share buy order is going to be placed at market close because that's how a call option works. A 12 million share buy is insanity. That's a tenth of the volume that happened today in a single transaction. That's what you buy it for.
You think it's just going to... So once he...
As long as GameStop stays above $20 and those calls are in the money, he will be able to exercise them because literally any bank, anyone will give you the loan to finance that. Because you're going to take control of an asset and immediately, you're basically going to make $10 million in 1 second if you finance that. You'll get your money back and $10 million in a second. So his ability to fund it is very much there. And you need to buy your GameStop, dude. You're a corporate shill.
That's right.
Dude, you
I'll
cuck for
stick to it.
BlackRock. That's what's happening when you don't buy GameStop. You have to own a share for the cause, and you can't sell it. You have to just hold it forever.
Forever?
Forever.
What
As
is
you
it
watch
on
the short squeeze. Have you even lost money on GameStop? Ever?
Yeah, all the time.
What?
Oh, when I bring my, like, old video games to him?
Oh, no,
like
no, I'm
$3
talking
on
about
the
that.
dot.
Like, you need to lose
$3
money
on
on the stock, dude. That's what we do. You got to get in there and you lose money on the stock, and then I make money on it. But you got to buy the stock so you can pump it up.
Which brings us right back to our sponsor. Where do they go? Pack Ease. Just get 2 of your friends and 2 of their friends and then 2 of their friends.
Yeah, you got to pump my bags. But realistically, like, this thing's ridiculous. It's getting 147 million in volume. That's insanity. That doesn't math. Like, this thing is well up and it's trending up.
So what happens after?
What are you worried about, losing $20?
Is that-
Why
yeah.
Why do you need your $20 so bad? You don't want to
need-
support the cause? They
need
made a
$20.
movie. Seth Rogen was in it.
I need a movie. I don't need a movie. I like my $20.
You like your $20. You don't want to have GameStop.
Oh, what happens to it? I hold on to it forever? Will it ever shoot up? Will it ever double?
It'll go to if those call options exercise, it'll hit 100. I'm not sure what it'll do past that, but it's definitely got the firepower to get to 100. It was higher than that in the past. Much higher than that, actually.
Do any of these guys, the big elites, have stock in GameStop?
They trade in and out of it. The short interest has now risen to a point where it's higher than it was when the first one happened. And that's different because it was at 20%, and then the squeeze actually forced the shorts in. Before, the shorts were already sitting there, and then they piled in. This time, it looks like they're literally angry at it and like, no, fuck you. But at this level of trading volume, like, there's not enough money that exists in these hedge funds to fend that off.
All right.
It's awesome. I love it. I love that he's going to be a billionaire because fuck it.
Do you think he's going to really sell it, or do you think he's going to stick by it?
I think he's going to go all the way and own GameStop is what he's going to do. He's going to eventually control enough of the shares that he'll force a vote and it won't matter because he'll have the majority of the shares, and then everyone else who owns GameStop is certainly willing to vote for him to be on the board. There is an announcement, I believe Friday, from the board, and who knows? He just posted a picture of the Joker in one of his scenes right before he makes his escape. He's holding a cat head, and if you zoom into the cat head, there's a 5 that was photoshopped onto the cat head because he loves doing this nerd shit. And now everyone's trying to figure out what the 5 is. 5 days from the day he posted that picture is the board meeting. If they announce Roaring Kitty to be on the board, that would be... This thing's going nuclear if it does that.
That's so nuts.
It's awesome. I think it's hilarious.
Jesus. Huh.
And bear in mind, GameStop does have like $3.5 billion now, because they just did another share offering. That's why it tanked when he went live, by the way. It had nothing to do with him going live. While he went live, Ryan Cohen came out and said, we're going to offer up another 75 million shares. So he bought all the momentum that was going into that. But GameStop now has a power. They can literally have enough money to become a new business. So
What would they become into? What would they turn into?
something game related, but at the end of the day, their model doesn't work, but they have more money than, like, to have that much in cash is crazy.
so
People have it tied up in assets. Like, companies have tons of money, but to have that much cash, wild.
Jesus.
So I'm rooting for GameStop. I'm hoping they do something with, like, VR. That's what I'm thinking. They have, like, Oculus Rift and all these, but in reality, they could make a $100,000 system that is just insane, and you can just have a place that you can go interact with the way better system. Like, no one has a movie screen in their house. You go to the movie theater to get the movie screen.
And now everybody's having movie screens in their house.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
You don't have. I don't have
bigger
enough.
TVs, bigger
I don't got
TVs.
enough square footage on my wall.
You just take some pictures down. You get a projector, you just slam it up there, your little pull-down thing.
That's not the same. The screen's way bigger. It's like
I
the
don't-
side of my house.
Yeah, and the popcorn's like $20, and the drink is expensive.
Oh, yes, we were talking about that
All
too.
locations into
Video game bars.
Those are coming back
Well, GameStop should be the one.
to bring them all back.
Dude, the amount of people that would just drink at GameStop just for the fact that it's GameStop at this point. That's a great idea.
That's not a bad idea.
And they
I
already
remember
have the
having
equipment.
those, like the Alienware and all that other stuff, and like it'd be cool with the big chairs and just
I've
like,
never seen one of these. I've seen the arcade bars, and those are not doing well. Ours only popped up for about 6 months and then went under. It's no good.
Oopsies. Oh no, there's one in Manchester. It's like the
No, it's gone.
Electric Avenue.
Yeah.
That's gone already.
Yeah, dude, it was like 6 months and it went under.
I was just there the other day.
Were you?
I don't think I'm.
When did they open then?
I don't know. Just odd time.
Because I've never ever seen them open for like, and I lived on that road.
Really? I'll check it out right now. Karen Reed, new screensaver. No. Anyways, all right.
But yeah, you need to buy GameStop. I hate you because it
Joe.
doesn't matter because at the end of the day you'll maybe make $80, which is
More than you
whatever.
had.
It's not really that much.
It's open
Like,
right
it's
now.
whatever. It's for the cause.
Oh, that's a tattoo shop.
It's a tattoo shop now.
Maybe. Huh. No, anyways. Corporate shells. Don't be them.
Yeah, not like this asshole.
Chinese waterfall.
And that's just the last quick one. It's not even really too much of a story, but I thought it was fun. There's the most famous Chinese waterfall in all of China. There was a tourist there, and he went snooping around where he shouldn't have been snooping, and he noticed it is coming out of a pipe.
Oh, yeah.
It is
yeah,
not
I
a
saw
real
that.
waterfall, and that's a good grift.
Did you
Your
see-
most famous waterfall? Like, that's amazing. Your most famous waterfall was faked.
Did you know what they did to once someone found out that it was a pipe and they were just dumping the stuff in there?
What'd they do?
They went onto their social medias and they acted as if they were the waterfall, and they were like, sorry you found out my little secret, but I just want to be beautiful all year round for everybody. Waterfall has been kind of hard to come by.
I love it.
They acted like the waterfall.
All those people that went to that waterfall before they knew, did they not have a great time? Did they not look at the Chinese waterfall and go, this is amazing. This is making my whole life worth living.
I think that kind of relates to Oregon Dad. Didn't those kids have a nice sleep? So what if I, pipeline a little bit of Zans in their smoothies?
They're all alive. It's working out.
Yeah.
You had a good time. Don't
yeah.
worry about the nitty gritty. Worry about what you experienced in the moment.
Yeah, they already, they got a well enough sleep.
Right? They probably hadn't slept in so long. This girls, it's just all day.
Yeah, you're pulling my hair. No,
Yeah, there's a lot of things. What if they were 48 hours no sleep? We don't know. What if he
Yeah.
was genuinely
He's
concerned?
like, oh my God, these girls might die, but
Let's
all I
put
have are
drugs
these-
in them.
that's all I have, yeah. But that's what the Chinese waterfall is. Maybe we won't get as many tourists coming through. Let's pump in some more water. I mean, we're just sucking it up from the bottom and putting it back on the top.
If I'm being completely honest, this makes me want to see this waterfall way more than I would have wanted to if it was just a waterfall.
I want to see that pipe.
I want to see the pipe. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah, where are they pulling it from?
Yeah, fucking Mother Nature, you're so tough. Look what the Chinese did. That was their best one. They have real ones.
Meanwhile, like Canada and like New York are like, ooh, shit. Oh, I hope you guys don't see the thing in Niagara. Oh my God. Uh-oh.
What, the giant dam?
Niagara Falls. Their waterfall.
Is that artificial? I've never
Yeah.
actually seen it.
Nope, it's artificial.
The white people tell me I
They-
need to go see it. I have to see
They
it.
spray it from behind. So they say they have these turbines underneath to absorb power, but really it's just big pumps to push the water back up.
I would assume they're using it for power at some degree.
Nope.
They have to be. There's
They're
no
just
way they
pushing
would
water up
not
and then
utilize
coming back
that much
down.
water.
Well, they're pushing the water up, so it's coming back down.
We have to be getting. I'm infuriated if we're not drawing
That's
power
why they don't
from
let
that.
you. That's why they don't let you in a barrel. So when you fall off, you land in the water. They quickly grab you, so you don't get sucked up and keep doing it again and again and again.
People go over this in a barrel?
You've never heard that Niagara Falls? People go over it in a barrel.
I have never heard this.
There's like 4 or 5 people that have done it in like the history of like since I think like 1870 or something.
Oh, 4 or 5 people. Okay, I thought they were offering this as like
Oh, no.
a service, like you can hang glide.
No, it
if you
damages
come
the
here.
pumps to push the water back up. Niagara Falls barrel. That's like a big thing. Over the Niagara Falls in a barrel. It was like Daredevil situation. List of people who've gone over.
This is
Niagara
not
Falls.
Daredevil. No.
Incidents.
This is pure white trash behavior, is what this is.
The first one was in 1901, successful one, by Annie Edson Taylor.
What dictates a successful
She-
barrel drop?
She didn't die.
That's what that's the qualification for successful.
Yeah.
Just not dying.
Yep. Over the ledge and did not die. Enough to live the.
Well, how high is it really?
I don't even know. Let's see. I have no idea. Let's see. In an oak barrel, in the following 123 years, thousands of people have been swept over the falls, but only 16 people have reportedly survived the feat. All instances of people have surviving the trip over the falls has been over the Canadian Horseshoe Falls, which they say is the most beautiful side of it. Following the death of one daredevil in 1951, stunting at Niagara Falls has been illegal and subject to fines up to $25,000 USD. Yeah, but in olden times, yeah. But now you can't do it. Pussies. Yeah, that old lady with the big ass barrel and stuff like that.
It was an old lady?
Yeah. Joseph Avery and they just give like fatalities. They just give out a list of fatalities. Avery and 2 other men had been working on a scow and drinking and attempt to row.
Oh,
from
yep,
Goat
this is
Island to the
answering all my
mainland.
questions.
Yeah, that's how they're getting stuck. Oh, so 2 people fell off of it by accident in a boat and they died, and then Annie comes around, survives it. 1853, that guy died. It's the first recorded time of it.
Okay, I got a question for you then.
Go for it.
The Horseshoe Falls section is 188 feet tall. Can you survive it?
What am I in? A barrel?
You're in a barrel.
Like Annie Taylor's barrel?
You can pick the wood.
I could pick the wood.
You can pick the wood that it's it's made with.
Well, she did it in an oak barrel.
Oak's
Was she,
strong.
like,
They make stronger than oak, though.
What wood's stronger than oak? I would pick like a
Like a
harder-
bloodwood.
Yeah, something. It's gonna be a bloodwood when they peel me out of that thing. Having successfully sent a cat over the falls in a barrel 2 days prior, Taylor survived going over the falls in an oak barrel as a stunt designed to help her financially. She exited the barrel bleeding, but was not seriously injured. Oh, that's gotta hurt. You got a
plunge pool at the bottom that's 100 feet deep. Yeah, so you're not whacking anything.
I
She sent
certainly
a-
can't.
she sent a
I
cat
will
over
say I will
first?
die doing this 100% of the time.
She sent a cat over it.
Did the cat survive?
It didn't say.
I assume it had to have survived. Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to have the dead cat and go, oh, well, it'd be a little different for me.
Do you think it was up to scale?
You can't kill a cat in a barrel. No, fuck you. You double the size. That cat's surviving.
Oh my god.
That's just how cats are
They
built.
just put a cat in a barrel and they're like, meow.
Yeah.
How about this? If it died and they were just like, well, that's just a cat. Like, I'm a human. That cat can't take.
That's what I think it is. It's that arrogance, that human arrogance.
Yeah. They're like, well, a cat barely survived, so I'll certainly
And they've been
survive.
drinking, clearly.
Well, no, not Annie, no.
No, you're not
The other
gonna.
guy.
No, you're not gonna sell me that. No, this woman was drinking heavily, her whole life.
Avery holding onto a tree was made eulogy Avery's death in a poem, which concluded the lines, caught the long baffled clutch of the rapids and rolled and hurled headlong on the cataract's brink. And I love the old place, like 18 something. They had so much clever words, more cleverer words, without a doubt. You like that? More cleverer?
What?
They
Maybe.
made a poem. It's crazy. And Brink's out of the world. That's what said it as eulogy. There's also Avery's Rock. Oops. Horseshoe Falls, Horseshoe Falls. It's all Horseshoe Falls.
Apparently, that's the trap spot.
That's where everyone was going. Let's see. 7-year-old Roger Woodward was swept over the falls. Ooh.
Well, that's just natural selection.
Oh, he survived. He survived.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And he passed the test. Damn.
Woodward and his sister Diane were in a 12-foot aluminum fishing boat helmed by... I mean, yeah, I guess it looks pretty good.
You think
I
you're
mean,
surviving it?
It looks a little bit more than 50% of the people survive, so maybe.
I'm dying 100% of the time. I promise that.
Some guys, unnamed guy survived. Doesn't make much sense in that one. But I was getting ready to support this lady until I learned about the cat.
Oh, the cat's fine.
Yeah, he must have been fine.
He's definitely fine.
Yeah, Chinese waterfall, let it be synthetic. Who gives a shit? We have a Eiffel Tower in Nevada. I don't care.
Yeah, and China has a Paris, like a whole Paris.
Yeah, there's a million like little Disney worlds that are out there that have all kinds of like little Italy and little Deutschland and little.
And yeah,
Fuck it. Who cares? Yeah.
yeah.
pump
There's
more.
only
We
one
need
thing
more.
that matters. Give them your money.
Yeah.
Just
Who's,
give
who's
them
bitching about this? You know, there are waterfalls or not waterfalls, water fountains with all kinds of ornate designs on it, just out there, right?
Right.
Wait a second. Wait. This water spitting out of the top did not. There's no fucking way. I can't believe this. Did not make all these ornate designs. You know, how is this little gnome spitting out water? Why is this little like child pissing out water? There's no way God made this little cherub rock. I'm starting to doubt this.
Yeah, no, that guy's a douchebag
Where
and
does all
doesn't
this water come-
understand.
Yeah, fuck it. Let the fake Chinese waterfall do its thing. One dude named Charles or G. Stevens had an anvil in the barrel with him when he dropped. They only found his arm afterwards in the barrel. Why would you go with an anvil? He's like, well, I want to make sure it's, this is the bottom part.
That setup must have been horrible, because think about that. You got to get it like to a ledge, a barrel, and now you have. I assume you didn't get it up there with the anvil in it, because you got to. I assume there's some kind of barrier you had to prop it up onto.
Maybe he was thinking like, well, if the anvil weighs me down enough and I'm under the water, then I'll just still be under the water.
You think this is a technique he was using?
Why else would you use an anvil?
To ensure your death is here, today.
I took 2 giant metal prongs and stuck them against my head and then jumped off the falls and tried to land on my temple.
Using it for a ballast?
What? For direction. That's what I'm saying.
No, this is
To keep it upright, right?
this
Isn't that what
is
it
the
says? So make
most
sure he
white
lands
trash
with
shit
that
I've
side?
ever heard. Are you serious? This is white trash science right here.
What year was that in? Tell me what year Charles Stevens jumped over that thing.
I want to know the gallons of moonshine that this person has taken down before they thought this was a good idea.
I want to know what the last...
I did it and survived.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, wow.
How did you do it? Tell us in the comments. Did you use an anvil as a ballast?
Yeah, and are we talking no injuries, or are you like horribly dismembered now. Like your legs all fucked up looking, and it walks weird.
They said she was seriously...
Moonshine.
Moonshine. It's got to loosen it up. It's like a car accident. The drunks survive because you're more relaxed in it.
Yes, you got to go with the horrible impact of hitting the water.
Yeah. Do you think this guy, Charles Stevens, was like cocky as fuck? He's like, hey, see you on the other side. Ching. I already threw my cat down here. It works. He's a little shooken up, but...
No, I think this person was slurred a bunch of incoherent statements at another person who was fearful of the whole situation and then got into a barrel with an anvil and plunged to his death, thinking it was going to work out. And apparently they only found his arm in the barrel.
And he's like, I gotta do this.
How does only the arm stay in the barrel?
They didn't find the anvil, so maybe like it just pinched itself?
I like to believe that there is a one-armed man out there somewhere in like Tanzania who faked his death and got away from some kind of big problem that he was running into, mafia related, wherever it may be.
He needed the anvil.
He was willing to sacrifice an arm to get a few more years out of this moonshine chugging life.
I think he secured his arm to the anvil, but was ejected from the barrel.
Oh, so there's more genius thinking. I see here.
Well, he's like, well, obviously I gotta steer the anvil. I'm gonna tie my fucking arm to this thing. Obviously I gotta steer this thing. I wanna make sure I go over the right falls.
Well, I'm glad he's dead. That's the only thing I know from this story. I'm glad that person doesn't have to walk around and drive cars and be near people.
You're not looking at the real thing of this thing. If he were to tie his whole body to the anvil, not just his arm,
he would have been automatically drowning, which is what I think he should have probably gone for in the first place.
He would have survived. You just put a quick, like if he was a Boy Scout, just a quick release knot. Boink. Join the scouting boys. They'll show you how to be afraid.
I think, no, this guy is way beyond the fucking Boy Scouts. Fuck you. This guy shows up at the Boy Scouts with a barrel jumping off of Niagara Falls.
And an anvil.
Like, yeah, who's next? No, you guys are pussies.
A cat. A cat is next. And then a 7-year-old boy.
And the cat and the 7-year-old boy are better men than all of you.
And a couple drunks.
Tighten up, America.
A few unnamed people. I'm amazed that they didn't even have names for these people. Some of them. I mean, 1857. Who's going to write this down?
Who really
Avery,
knows?
I don't know. Those were his friends. Well, we're not going to worry about him.
Yeah,
Here's a crazy story.
This level of white trash doesn't come with a name, like typically.
No?
I don't think so. These are monsters.
Good for him. 1857. Can you call them white trash? Did they even have trash back then?
I'm sure they had whatever that time referred to as
Rubbish,
white trash.
probably.
Yeah, I'm assuming that they would, I don't know, eat rodents, something.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Yeah. All right, so coming up on 9. What's the last one? Do you want to go to how do we fix it, or is there anything else?
I got nothing else. You got anything you want to put in?
I got nothing other than just dumb rants that don't mean anything. I can't stand certain things. Also, I thought of a new invention.
Okay.
And I haven't worked out all the kinks yet, but I want to hear your take on it.
All right, pitch me.
So, the music video for Young Cardinals by Alexander Fryer had to pause because they filmed it on Niagara and a dead body passed by. Hell yeah.
Now, is it Alexis on fire or Alex is on fire? I've always had this question.
Alex is on fire.
Or is it Alexis on fire?
Alexis on fire.
That's what people usually say, but I like Alex is on fire.
I like
a little more.
I have to too. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, I'm trying to incorporate this thing. I want to use the Alexis on fire.
Yeah, no, I definitely like the other one more.
Yeah. Anyways, I want to make this device, and it's called. I want to call it IPA, but I want to call it like I piss accurately.
What?
And I want it to look like a beer funnel, but it's attached to your toilet. So when you get drunk, you know what a shiwi is, by any chance? It's like a cup with a straw on the bottom, so like when girls go camping, they can like piss standing up.
Oh, yes, I've seen this. Very white trash. Very white trash.
Exactly.
Know what you look like if you're going to buy one of those.
So I want to make one that's like a detachable thing from your toilet. You grab it, and you can piss in it.
Okay.
And then so you don't have to worry about the whole seat being up or piss on the seats and stuff, and then just utilize that in like public bathrooms.
The hole to the toilet, it's pretty sizable,
See, if
you
be-
know?
Well, you got to think that stream starts off
It
sweeped
is.
out.
Yeah, it
It's
does
not
go
necessarily
rogue in the
accurate.
beginning. You
Exactly.
don't know.
Yeah, and you like, I mean, how many times you piss with and you can't like, shoot from the hip, figuratively. Quite literally.
Okay.
Shoot
So
with that thing.
you've designed a funnel.
Essentially a beer drinking funnel that I call IPA. I piss accurately, and I want to
And
utilize it.
am I standing? Like, what is my stance when I use this thing?
You can just grab it, piss into the thing of it, put it back, hang it up like an old timey phone.
Oh,
You
wow.
pull it off. Ring, 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 ring. Hello, Martha. I'm pissing accurately now.
And this just funnels right in. It's like a permanent
goes in.
hardwired fixture.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was
So it just
picturing
goes
more
right
of a
into the-
funnel that you bring in for emergencies.
No.
That like has some kind of weird Dr. Seuss-like nose to it.
You ever go into like a porta-john, a porta potty, and they have like the urinal on the side with the toilet?
Oh.
Something like that, but a little bit more detachable. And you just piss into that and easy clean. You can put it in like a whatever it is. You have guests, and like like some of them are gonna be drunk and like pissing in a fucking toilet. You know who you are. Mm-hmm. And fucking end up pissing on my toilet paper roll and then pissing on my fucking toilet bowl and the fucking trash bin that's next to it and my towel warmer and my bidet system. You're pissing all over that.
This is starting to make a lot more sense
Exactly,
to me.
and women can do it too from the camp and pee. That's an actual thing. It's called a shiwi. It's also that person I'm talking about. It's me when
Piss
I'm really
in the
drunk.
drain.
Piss in the drain.
This is a gentleman.
That's where it's at.
That's a gentleman
Always piss
right there.
But not every house has a drain in the center of the floor. So
Oh, you're talking about that drain.
yeah,
I was talking about any drain.
any drain.
Literally any drain.
You have to. There's
Probably
people
don't
that
go
clean it.
washer, even though in theory there is a drain
Sump
system
pump.
in there.
Piss
but
in your sump pump. It all goes outside.
that could be fun, especially if you fill it up right before, so you get to be the final
Yep.
boom. It's nice to turn on machinery with your waste product.
Exactly.
Always.
And also, here's another design, right? I was thinking about this earlier. You go to, say you have to take a shit in a public area, public bathroom, right? You go into the stall, right? The toilet's really low. It usually has like a metal thing on the back that has like that eye that like flushes.
Oh, yeah.
The automatic flusher, which is awful because sometimes you're pulling up your pants, it flushes, and you feel that horrible poopy breeze from the toilet
Oh,
that
it's
just kicks up right on you.
especially if it's a powerful one.
Exactly. I hate that. I fucking can't stand
You hate
that.
that. You
I
can't stand it.
Or like you're getting ready to like take your pants off and it's like I'm like, I'm not even Great.
Fuck this
Sit
indoor
down.
plumbing shit.
dude, I've sat down on one of those things and it just kept flushing. Like every I'm like, I haven't even gone I'm like, all right, shit. It sounds like I'm having a fucking episode in the goddamn bathroom. Some guys say, hey, everything all right in there?
No, I'm just flushing a
Yeah.
substantial amount of drugs.
It's just my shirt has a very colorful back, and the toilet's having a hard time understanding that. One thing, why even put electricity and all that other shit in that toilet? Near or anywhere near that fucking porcelain toilet, right? This is what they should do. You have the little... And also the lever... Wait, I'll get to my cure for this. The lever on the side. I don't want to touch that. Do you touch the lever, or do you just kick it with your foot?
I usually touch the lever.
I hate touching it. I kick it with my foot, but then I feel bad because I'm like, all the piss and shit that I've stepped in and around that toilet is now on that handle, and now someone like you goes by and flushes it with your hands, and like, next thing you know, touching your eyes and you get pink eye, you're touching your face. It's disgusting. I hate it. I don't like that. Here's my cure for that, right?
Okay.
Put a little thing off that little handle so I can step on it. Step on.
Let's put it on the ground. Fuck
Exactly.
it. Let's
put
put
it
it
on the
low.
ground. That's what I mean. Put it on the ground. What's the deal with all these toilet handles? Are people really shitting in there? No, put it on the ground, and then so I can like step on it. But I know some people are going to like probably shit and or piss on that.
And
but
they're,
guess
they're
what?
still going to use their hand too. Some
Exactly.
people will use their hand on that.
Yeah, just make it like a drum kick pedal.
Yeah, that's what I was
A
picturing.
pedal that just pulls the handle down. If you want to go and touch the thing, go for it. Now, you do that,
Okay.
right?
This bothers you that much? You think that this is a good move?
Sometimes I have to
I think
go.
you just touch the handle, man.
I'm not. I just touch it with my foot. Whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah, no, they try to fix it with the automatic setup, and it makes sense if it would work
You ever
properly.
You ever see a hand dryer? Those things? I see those. I just go
Literally.
every time.
Don't even bother. That's the most disgusting wall
I hate
in
that.
the world.
It's
Like
just-
that wall right behind it.
Yeah. It just blows all that shit breeze up in the air.
It's
I
no
know
good.
What that stuff is. If I sneeze on you,
You know, all this stuff keeps our job very strong, though.
Yeah.
making electrical toilets and the air dryers. It's very good for us.
So if I were to be here and I would sneeze, like, say, up in the air, and you kind of felt the wetness, like, touch you, and I'd be like, oh, I got that, dude. Don't worry. That's what it's doing.
It's the thought that counts, and that's kind of how I feel about the air dryer.
Yeah.
Like, it's the thought that counts. You guys gave me something.
I don't even humor it. You're in that hard, like the room's all tiled, so everything is, like, echoey, and the sound is kind of harsh in there, and you got to rely on that
And they just keep getting stronger, man.
Yeah.
They're
That
getting really
stupid-ass
strong over time.
turbojet, you know? I mean, it might as well... Hand dryer, I don't see. Just leave the paper towels out there. Or something.
Or
just
like
give
one
me
of
a
those
UV.
nice setups like they have at the nail salon where you just put your hands
Yeah,
under the like
dry
hot
it.
thing for a while and you get nice conversations with people while you're there. You know, you get to meet people in the bathroom and it not be weird, but in that situation it's not so bad.
Yeah. Just like, why not like a rolling drying thing?
Yeah.
Roll dry. Roll dry.
Roll dry.
Yeah. And then it's a little heater on the back side of it. So now you don't have to worry. It's not like changing out the electronics part of it. You're just heating up like paint rollers that you just dry your hand on. I know someone's going to go in there and piss all over the stuff, but, you know, it only works.
I used to be a very horrible person.
Oh,
I used to have a rule. I will treat your bathroom with as much as respect as you treat your bathroom. So if I go into a trucker bathroom and it's just horrifying, I will treat it with as much respect as the guy who is taking care of this is. And it's not good. I don't want to horrify you.
Well, what happens if, like, the guy's taking really good care of it, but he has one guy that just doesn't give a fuck about it and just goes in there and he's like, no, I'm shitting on the fucking seat.
I've seen it.
I'm gonna shit on these walls. I'm gonna piss in your mouth.
I've seen it.
I'm gonna fart in your mouth. I'm gonna shit on these walls. I'm gonna piss on your face. You ever see something like that? And then you're like, fuck it. Hey, when in Rome.
Pretty much. That's how it goes. And that's supposed to inspire. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to motivate the business owner.
To
like,
clean up after every poopy?
well,
Every
no,
pooper?
I'm not going in there very often, but if I go in there, it's a 10 out of 10 for disgusting, and you're still not doing anything about it. I have to do something to push it farther so that you finally get your shit together.
I don't agree with it. I do the complete opposite. So if I go in there and it's a dirty ass bathroom, then I'm like, you know, I'll push the paper towel things down a little bit. I love fixing that the paper towel dispenser. You know, if I see it's like still like just fucked up a bit, you know, I push the thing, it comes out, readjust it. You know, it's a little dirty.
I don't
in there.
have that love for bathrooms.
I wipe the sink down a little bit. I'm like, this sucks. But if I go in and it's a clean bathroom, I'm gonna shit on this floor. I'm gonna piss on these walls. And I'm gonna fart in your soap dispenser every
Okay,
time. Every
opposite,
time. I'm like,
okay.
oh, yeah, it's called karma. You gotta even it out.
All
Every
right.
time. That's right. Yeah, if I see some like fancy ass soap there, whew, I know how to take that thing apart. I'm gonna piss in that bag. Squish it around. Mix it around. You can't see it. Ooh, this soap. It's like apple crisp and asparagus. Every time.
You're a bad person.
If someone shit on the floor, I'm gonna put some paper towels down, kind of wipe it up with my shoe a little bit, and I flush like this, whoosh, even it out.
All right, so we've established that indoor plumbing, it's not good enough.
Hacky
We
sack
need to
on
do
something
things
as
to
well.
make it better because my boy's getting frustrated.
That's right.
He's getting mad.
I don't want to touch anything in there. They put this stuff on the door for COVID. Yeah, that makes sense. What? All right, it's taken a fucking pandemic to figure that shit out. They don't want to touch the handles of people wiping their ass and not washing their hands and scratching their inclusive parts
Yeah.
and touching everything with it. Then fucking everyone in there is nasty to me. I fucking see a guy looks over at me. He's at the urinal. He's like, "Hey, this is where the dicks hang out." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm just joking. I'm the guy that says that every time. I walk in there and, "Hey, is this where the dicks hang out?" Like I'm about to sell them a car, you know?
And they go, oh, great, it's this disgusting guy who's also going to be disgusting in here because this is where disgusting things happen.
I'm like, buddy, you
And
better
I'm
shit on the
so
floor.
happy I don't have to do it outside.
Yeah. I'm like, buddy, you better shit on the floor because if you don't, I will. Gotta even out this bathroom. Well, is there broken glass on the floor? No, don't worry, I brought in a bottle.
Sorry about the handle. It snapped off. It won't really stop flushing. I kicked it a little hard this time.
Oh, I fix those things. If I hear that water going, I know what exactly is. A little Fonzie boom, boom, little smoke on the top of that thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's good. getting right back.
I had a
Moves
shopping cart with a squeaky wheel the other day. I considered it.
I abandoned those things.
No.
Right there, right in the front of the door. I'm like, yeah.
I hit it with some WD-40.
Right there?
Yeah, well, not afterwards. When I was done, before I put it back, I hit it with WD-40. It healed it a little bit, but it definitely needed more love than
Have you ever
that.
been in a woman's bathroom?
Oh, dude, it's disgusting. I don't want to...
I was gonna say that.
It's disgusting. I used to work in restaurants and shit. Like, we'd have to clean the bathrooms every so often. Always worse.
Women have a... I mean, we did a women's health episode yesterday. That the first 30 minutes of it were silent because the audio was fucked up. But we got it working. And, being a woman is hard. It's fucking really difficult.
Oh, dude, it's so much harder.
There's
It's so ridiculously
I know.
harder.
There's so many things and prongs you have to, like, do to your body and stuff. I'm like, Jesus.
Right, even just this is so simple.
I had to
like,
put an
for
IUD
us-
in.
What?
I had to put an IUD in.
In a human?
No, in a cervix.
Oh, like an
Artificial cervix.
Oh
yes.
my God,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! I was like, how are you getting such good grifts?
we
Your
had a-
grifts are the best.
I know. There's like a depth gauge for like a tire thing, and you have to set that up and try to squeeze that thing in there. Oh my God, it was a fucking nightmare.
Oh,
Yeah. The cervix, trying to even get the wand in the cervix was a nightmare. It's in there. You know, hold the side of the fucking thigh and spread it open here, and I'm like, the other hand trying to drain it. You know?
Was it a copper one or one of the ones with the hormones?
I did both of them.
Oh,
I did
good.
both of them, yeah.
I'm very pro copper. It's literally the
Welcome
only.
to the copper corner, where your IUDs should be copper.
They should, because it's the only non-hormonal one, it seems, and no matter what way you cut it, birth control is great application, but you can't not be a little bit fucked up when you screw with your body's homeostasis.
Without a doubt.
Like, it's
It
going to
needs a
cause
cycle.
some kind of effect.
Without a doubt, it needs a cycle to go through and stuff like that. And then if you're having artificial shit into it, then it definitely would cause.
And if you're on the pill,
Oh,
that's
that'll
the worst, because
fuck you
I've
up.
seen them literally change the prescription month to month. Like, it's a different drug now, and they're like, oh, it's okay. Like, it really shouldn't be.
No. And also, it without a doubt changes the personality of the person taking it.
Well, yeah, it's hormones. It's
Yeah.
one of the number one drivers.
It's like, so all your emotions and your feelings and kind of how you take everything, you're just going to change that up every month or so? Yep. And you're like, okay, well, I hope the synthetic person of you is a decent person. I've seen people take one. What do we got? Next episode, you got to wear one of those cramp machines that mimic the pain of childbirth. LOL. Preach. I'm not participating in that. We might
Give me
do
that shit.
You want to do it?
No, give me that shit.
You want it?
It's nothing. It's nothing.
Do we have Dr. Nurse? Do we have Dr. Nurse What's Her Face somewhere in the homeostasis?
Doctor, nurse.
I want to get one of those. I want to try it out. We'll
I'll,
try it
I'll,
out.
I'll try that shit.
Yeah. I might shit my pants, but we'll try it out. You're definitely participating in that.
I
Without a doubt.
definitely see myself just absolutely obliterating this and making women look very bad. That's what I see happening here.
You heard it
I am
here.
going to be president. I got to be able to
Can't
handle
wait.
these types of things.
Can't wait to see a grown man cry. I want to try it because I'm curious about it, but it seems as though we know what your over and under is.
I'm killing this. It's
think
going to be
so?
absolute. I have a very strong mind.
Can we get that? I think I can get Dr. Nurse What's Her Face. What's her name or what's her face?
See about getting it, and
Dr. Nurse.
we'll try it out.
I'll try it out. Dr. Nurse, if you're hearing me, if you're hearing this, Dr. Nurse,
Oh
we
God,
need you.
I just thought of something.
What's up?
I hope it's not poop pain like, because those can get extreme. You know the real bad ones.
Is it poop pain like?
Is it poop pain like,
It's
or is
cramps.
it like?
It's cramps.
That's
Yeah.
tough. Fuck you. I hate that.
I don't think our Dr. Nurse is listening right now, but I appreciate when they do, and it means a lot, even though they probably can't stomach what we say.
Yeah, I know she's probably performing an abortion right now. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just use the old phone book method.
The phone book where you beat them with the phone book.
Yeah, you put the phone book on their... No. You put the phone book on their stomach, right? It's like that. The old phone books, it's like that. So nowadays you might need two of them. And then you just get like a very large blunt object and you just smash the phone book as hard as you can. You hit it. So it evens out the trauma so it doesn't leave any like distinguishable bruises. Because if you hit directly on top...
You don't think that's a bit primitive for 2024?
No. That's
See,
why you need more than one phone book.
What I do is when I perform an abortion, usually my friend will hit me up. Oh, I screwed up my life. I say, you know what? Bring your girlfriend over. You come over. We start having some drinks together. We have a lot of fun. We get to the point where she starts to get just a little bit sleepy.
Just a little?
Just a little sleepy. And
Can
then
we
I
use
send...
Xanax, like Oregon Dad, to speed up the process, or does she need to be
You
semi-
can, but we can
coherent?
go as light or as heavy as you want. We have all the drugs to facilitate it.
It's like anesthesia almost. in a sense.
We're just
Okay.
trying to get her sleepy.
All right.
And then we're going to send you on your way. So you go out, have a nice dinner, think of the great life that you just regained that's not going to be ruined. And then I'll call you when I'm done scraping out the bad stuff. It's a very streamlined process.
Huh. Oh, so the guy goes out.
Yeah, no, the guy is the one who contacts me. I'm not talking to these women. No, you bring your girlfriend over. We play it off. It's a good party.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to convince her why it's okay to drink in the early stages. The first trimester, it's really fine. You're not going to do
Yeah,
damage.
your body will just go right through that. You
Yeah.
know, it hasn't developed, the cells and the individual
It's
cells
not.
working
It's not
together.
real yet.
Yeah.
So
All right. What type of tools do you use for this type of procedure?
like all kinds of stuff.
Like a melon baller or
A melon baller, just whatever's really like accessible. Like depending on like how heavy set or like wide the hip frame is, I can usually get in there with like a full arm.
I've seen
And that's
melon-
the easiest. You can just pluck them right out.
Oh, okay. Just like
Oh yeah, they come out
I'm
easy.
surprised they don't use like
It's
something
so
like an
soft, too.
immersion blender. You know,
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
that could be. Oh, it could be messy though.
I got one with different attachments, and
I don't really
like,
have insurance, so like I don't want to risk accidentally nicking something I don't know how to fix.
Are you going through their insurance?
Oh no, there's no insurance.
There's no insurance.
involved.
Okay,
oh,
so
not at all.
there you go.
But if any insurance would like to sponsor my endeavor, I'm pretty good at it. That's what I'll stand at that. I am pretty good at it.
Abortion clinics are actually in a decline right now. They're closing up.
I know it's sending my phone it's ringing off the hook because of it.
All right, there you go. Quick, easy. You don't have to be into like different states or anything. They come to you. Or you going to them?
No, they come to me. I like
okay.
I like to work in my environment. I'm like Dexter. I got to set up my room.
Yeah.
Right, I got to lay out all my plastics because there's a fair amount of plastic involved with this process. Because, like I said, I'm pretty good.
Is that a raincoat? Yes, it is.
Exactly.
All right,
And then they wake up with freedom, and that's the best gift you can give.
Right. Well, all right.
Doing
When's the
God.
last time you were gifted freedom? Father's Day is coming up. It's this Sunday. I think so. Is it?
It's Sunday.
It must be.
I don't
It's
believe
this-
in those things.
You don't believe in it?
No, I don't believe in holidays.
None. Even the federally resignated
Well,
ones?
yeah, I have to interact with those, and those are nice to have. But at their core, I don't like holidays. They're dead people's baggage most of the time.
That makes sense.
And
Tradition.
they're just like kind of arbitrary, and we like try to make stuff out of stuff that's not really relevant to us or care at all. It's,
I mean, you
it's
get
just
the- you get the day
it's
off.
disingenuous, and that's what I don't like about holidays. I think everyone should have the exact amount of holidays we have now, but they should be personal to you.
You get to pick the dates.
You get to pick the dates and the fucking
Yeah,
event.
why not?
I think that makes way more sense than having to fucking celebrate. I don't know
Exactly.
any one of the stupid ones.
Yeah, like, do you like Christmas?
I hate Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas. I mean, the original idea of it. I mean, I feel like the more you peel back Christmas overall, it's like it was in a pagan holiday,
It got moved a couple days.
It got moved
too.
a couple days, and then they were like, rebrand. It's Jesus' birthday, and we're supposed to remember the birth of Christ. But then they like, biblical historians have like tracked it back, like, oh, he was more born into September. So I mean,
See, all that shit I call bullshit.
Yeah,
on.
you're
Nobody knows shit about
Yeah.
2,000 years ago and one specific person. That's
Yeah.
like impossible to figure out.
and then it was like, but then they like, creech it back for like paganism, and then like the worshiping of mushroom and deer and like the pine trees because this fungus grows on it and it snows and it's like
It all goes back
What-
to the mushroom,
what is it?
baby. The
It's-
fly agaric mushroom. Not even the standard one people usually take. The way grosser, really icky one that you
Yeah.
don't want to eat.
icky.
It's
Yes.
better made with
Super
deer
Mario.
urine too. You want to feed it to deer, and then
Reindeer.
they piss, and then you drink the piss. And that is not a joke. That is actually the most effective way to get the most of the substance out.
And then you give gifts, the gifts of presence, and that's ultimately what you're receiving is the living in the present moment, right now, not in a delay. You know, not in the past, not in the future.
Where do
but
I
right
get the
now.
deer? Well, we'll talk. Private message me. I got this whole new packaging company I'm working with. I got really nice packaging, and I'm gonna look into some deer meat.
That's right.
next.
Where were we at? Where is it? Pack Ease. Running out of packaging material? Meet Pack Ease, your monthly subscription for all your packaging needs. Each month, receive a curated selection of bubble wrap, tapes, boxes, and more delivered right to your door. Choose from 3 subscription plans: Starter for occasional shippers, Standard for regular use, and Pro for frequent senders. With flexible plans starting at just $19.45 per month. Pack Ease, it's a subscription service. Pack Ease makes sure you always have the right supplies on hand, never have to worry about running out of packaging materials. The quality and convenience are unmatched. It's perfect for any online business.
Fuck WB Mason.
Yeah, don't go into them. They're scammers.
They're old. They've been around since slavery. That means that surely they had slaves during the time of slavery. You don't want to support that.
Definitely not.
I'm assuming that they're pretty old.
How old are they?
I'm
Aren't they,
thinking
like, the
1800s.
oldest?
They're like the oldest company. They definitely had slaves. So if you don't go with Packies, you're racist.
I'm trying to find a good Christmas song because I'm like,
Good
I
Christmas
can't
song.
think of a single good one. Frosty? No. Everyone. What's one with this? There we go. This is probably the best one. We're flagging that. You can't say that.
Give me piss.
You cannot say "give me the piss." Can you? There you go.
Allow.
We're gonna allow that one.
Fuck slavery. Give me piss.
It did not flag "fuck slavery." It flagged "give me piss."
Now, is that kink shaming from the Twitch?
That's automod kink.
That looks
shaming.
like kink shaming, which for the record I support because the shame is the whole reason I have the kink. Like why do I even have this shit if you're not going to look at me weird for wanting to do it?
Right.
It ruins everything.
That is the whole part of.
Yeah, I don't understand that stop
guilt.
kink shaming shit.
Yeah. I think every single porno has that kind of same theme, you know. Mm-hmm. Every good one, at least, you know.
The embarrassment.
It's like,
Taboo
ooh.
is something you don't or you don't like
We
it.
shouldn't be doing it. It's the whole
That's what
point.
makes it fun
part of
and painful
perversion.
potentially if you're not experienced.
Yeah, that's the whole point of perversion, you know, to mix that sensory shit.
Hell yeah.
Give us any of your problems, we're gonna fix them right now. Slavery is the only thing it didn't flag. I know, that's crazy.
Twitch, they support slavery.
I guess so.
What do you want?
You're okay with slavery? Slavery.
With the amount of N-words that fly on this, I'm not surprised.
There's slaves of all different types of creeds, colors, races,
Oh,
and
I
all
know.
kinds of juicy words to call them.
Oh, yes, there
Did you know
are.
where the word slavery came from?
The whites.
No.
I'm going to go with the whites.
Actually, kind of, yeah. The Slavs.
The Slavs came up
Slavery. No. That's where slavery gets its name. Slavics. They enslaved the Slavic people, so they called them slaves because they were Slavs.
with that. So does that predate us? Oh, wow.
Oh.
Okay.
United States, believe it or not, we've invented a lot of breakthrough innovations over the last 250 years. 1776, is that where we're at now?
It's pretty much...
Around that. All over that. All over 200 some odd. Or am I just thinking of slavery? 200 years of slave? Yeah. However long slavery's been around, plus civil rights, plus a little bit more, and just a dash of recent 2000s on top. Mm-hmm. Slavery's been around for even longer than the United States has been around.
Oh, yeah. It was
Yeah.
invented in the early 1400s, or at least the one that we know.
I
The
think-
one that we know. Slavery's always existed.
Yeah, I mean, at least, actually, you know what? Not for as I've been long. I don't even know. I haven't been around for slavery.
Slavery happens right now. You
Where?
have it right here.
Where?
It's fucking right,
Oh,
sitting right
figurative
next to you.
slavery? Fun slavery?
Fun, the one that you don't have to look at so it doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
I'm talking about slavery classic.
You're talking about we're really holding them down and getting it done.
I'm talking about the pictures I've seen where it's like chains, whips, not S&M, you know?
I would argue the prison system today is not as bad, but it's definitely not a walk in the park, and it's insane.
Yeah, I mean like people chain gang with a big axe and they're like, or
You
the
want it to be
pickaxe.
real cartoony.
Yeah, I want songs. I want very
I
distinguishing
think North
differences.
Korea probably has something. The Uyghur farms.
Oh, is that the Mongolian ones? Like in
No, the
China?
Uyghurs in China. They're not
was gonna say-
Mongolians, but they're Arabs.
Oh.
And they got them in re-education camps.
They have
What
a
do they get?
concentration of them in these camps, you say?
Yes.
Oh.
And they're teaching them that what you've learned is actually wrong.
Oh, okay.
And you have to learn this now or else death.
Faraway producer, let's not talk about slavery. Yeah.
Oh, is that that's a little dicey.
Slavery is difficult because it's all wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, telling someone, yeah, you got to do that for me because you owe me that, and then not getting their equal.
Yeah,
worth.
we can't shake it though, it
mean,
seems,
but-
because capitalism seems to fail without slavery is one thing that I have learned. Capitalism just does not work without it.
It doesn't work
Every
well, no.
time that we've gotten rid of it, we've just managed to shift it somewhere else, and it's how
Yeah.
America keeps going.
Yeah, you have them come over here, and then you have the separations of classes. You know, you have like the managers and the peasants and stuff, and then the peasants. They're like, these peasants kind of suck, so let's see if we can go and get some new peasants, and we just give them a cool name. So they like come over, and then they get like the Native Americans that were over here. They tried making them slaves first, then the Irish, then the Chinese, and then the ever so fun Africans, you know, and then trying to get them and the different regional islands and people and stuff, the north, the south, the east, the west, everywhere, in order to get these people to do work, in order to progress, because it's like, fuck, I'm not going to pay you well enough for doing this dirt doggy job, right?
And that's capitalism, baby.
If anything, it just folds more slavery. Even if you were to pay these people well enough and said, no, you still have to do this kind of job, then it'd be like, well, I'm going to have two other guys take half my, well, I'm going to pay half my paycheck to these two guys that'll do for a quarter of my paycheck to get it done. Similar to that guy that had a whole, he was in the security division for like computers and stuff like that, and they all sent him like issues and stuff. He worked for a company, but he actually had a firm in China solve all his tech problems, and he was only paying them like 10% of his gross.
That's a
actually
grift.
his net. He grifted hard. Dang, this guy knows his history. I don't. Who? Me?
I think you.
No. I don't
See,
know.
look at this. History guy.
No, I don't
History
know.
man.
I got a Russian guy. We got a Russian guy.
Yeah, we got a Russian.
We got a Russian guy who, his major, he has a BA or BS or master's. I think he has a master's in history, and he's from Russia, the west side near Turkey, and
He's very smart.
he's super smart. He is mad history. He's like, oh no, this. I think that's where I learned all my history stuff was literally him just working on a job site with this guy.
It's unbelievable,
Yeah.
like his recall ability. It's
Yeah.
good.
And he knows dates and
Dates,
and conflicts and wars and starts and ends.
and he knows all the Slavic history that I have no idea about.
I got no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like really stretching it thin with my whole like Irish and Chinese people working the railways. That's kind of that's just enough for good cocktail conversation. That's my history.
Call him and ask him trivia questions.
Well, we need a list of trivia questions to ask.
Yeah,
if you
what
want to go
if you
on
want to
our-
know what a Russian thinks?
Yeah, go to our Reddit and post it on there, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll get them all together. We'll call them up. We'll call him and see if we can contact him. And
Yeah,
get-
we'll have our people talk to Putin,
Mm-hmm.
and then Putin will talk to him and see what we can get.
Yeah, I don't see why we couldn't do that. To see exactly, to get trivia questions, to see if he can answer it. And we might have to just start at like, usual time, 7:30. That'll probably be an opening thing after our...
Yeah, we'll hit him with some real
Sponsors.
zingers. Like, what's my favorite color?
Yeah, he's never going to know.
He won't know.
Where did my fish really go when I was 4? What? There's no way he took a trip that late in the year. That's right.
It was murder.
It wouldn't be bad.
Cool.
Murder, you say? So, how do we fix it?
How we fix it? Last thing?
Is that it?
I think so. I don't got
We
anything else.
took a couple sidetracks.
We did.
Is it getting too late for you?
No,
All right,
we're
all
good.
right,
Well,
cool.
let's just send to this real quick. All right, can we fix it?
Can we fix it? What did we want to fix?
I think, and this is just my observation, as time has gone by, more and more people have used therapy almost like a crutch. If someone's having a bad time, it's, oh, you need to get into therapy. And I see more and more people go into therapy, and I think therapy is a very good concept. It should exist. But everyone's doing worse. No, I think it needs a little tweaking. And to tweak it, I think it's actually really simple. If you go into the trades, you work you get licensed, and then every few years they gotta give you a little test to like re-up, just to make sure that you completely up to speed. Nobody checks in on these fucking therapists, and a lot of these people are just normal assholes that manage to just pass every given test, remember information for 2 months at a time, and then eventually get a degree. Like, if I quiz you on all of the shit you learned in high school, a lot of that's not going to be in there anymore.
No. And I feel like while you get older...
Not even that the information they're giving is really good in the first place.
I feel like when you get older or more in-depth with whatever, you develop habits while you go to work. You know, I usually do this even if you're in a managerial role or if you're even working like, I don't even know, like a Subway or something like that. You're like, I usually go like this and I have my own routine. Like it's a game of telephone overall because you're taking from what other people have given you to regurgitate that during the thing. But ultimately, you'll go back to your habits and your own slothiness, and eventually, ultimately, you'll just keep going down until you have these little checks and these tests that are like, oh yeah, that's right, that is a new thing that we had to learn, or this is something we changed. Even in the vector of science and even mental, science and learning and discovering psychology, the science of brain. In that vector, they're always learning something new about the human condition. We did a test here.
They know very little from what I can tell. Everything keeps changing. Half the medications they prescribed me when I was 16 are now not allowed to be sold. So, good job. SSRIs have been deemed completely useless.
Yeah. They kill a lot more.
There's a lot of problems with the therapist. But what I'm just offering is, we do a health inspector type of setup.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to be a test that you're going to have to take to re-up on new information. It's going to be, how much are you really putting into being a therapist? Because, I don't know, someone else's mental state is kind of being thrown into your hands.
Yeah.
Not that they should be throwing it all the way into your hands, but a lot of them are just going to. So you need to be on fucking point. So I'm thinking we send in some undercover health inspector setup, and we just make this a very, very difficult person to deal with. The problems are ridiculous, and the person is just going to be the most annoying person on the planet. We're going to test your threshold for annoyance.
I just use the same situation as a secret shopper.
Exactly.
Or like undercover boss. Yeah, something like that.
Exactly.
You go in there, you film it. I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult to like go to like Pier 1, grab some hideous looking giraffe sculpture, stick a camera in there, and then replace it with their other hideous giraffe sculpture on their goofy bookshelf, and then just record how they're going about it.
Yeah, and wiretapping laws are not involved. We don't need that.
That might be illegal. But I mean, if it's our own secret shopper going in there, they should be able to do that.
Yeah, no, they're going to have to sign off on this when they become therapists.
Yeah, because I mean...
And I don't think
I should be able to record my own conversations with someone I'm paying $150 or $200 to be my friend for an hour, right?
Yeah, we need to find out how good of a friend are you really willing to be, because there's people just going in and phoning it in for people who need help, and that's fucked up.
Yeah. And I mean, ultimately, they listen, they go, okay, now, is there another way we can kind of look at this? I mean, ultimately, that's it,
That's what they're supposed to be doing, and they're supposed to give you a myriad of different, scenarios of how you can change your perspective on a given situation.
Exactly. Or they're supposed to see, like, a certain cycle of behavior, and they're like, well, actually, in our department, we call that this,
Yeah, you need to give me that stuff. You can't sit there and agree with me.
I mean,
because we're going to lie to you. It's what we do.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you go to a mechanic and he's constantly doing oil changes all the time, like, yeah, he can get the oil done, but sometimes he might forget to replace the filter or top you off at the proper, how many liters of oil you need, How many quarts? He's just like, yeah, I just use the same shit. Or like, no, I want to use synthetic on mine. Or I doubt that he's really like, oh, well, with these BMW models, you actually have to do this extra thing. They recommend, the manufacturer here recommends you replace this gasket with this, and you have to use this, and they can only allow you to have this type of oil. He doesn't give a fuck. After a while, he's just like, oil's oil. Throw it in.
It's just another day.
Yeah, but not everybody's the same kind of thing. I mean, they all might run a little the same, Oh yeah, this guy's manic, and manic is a kind of a common trend with this, and this is kind of how you get it, but they're all a little different,
Yeah, and I think I say a lot of crazy shit, but I don't think this is actually a bad idea at all.
No.
And it's going to be good because it'll work on dexterity too, because take it for our job. there's certain tasks you like doing more than other tasks, but at the end of the day, if you got a shit task, there's no one else there, you're just doing the shit task.
Yeah.
That's going to be the same with them. Maybe they connect better with this type of person, and that's going to be their defense as to why they fucked up my test.
Yeah.
But that's not acceptable, because you don't know who you're getting, and you need to be able to roll with punches. If you're a true healer, you will be a healer.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. There's nothing wrong with a little refresher course from time to time. And I think you can spread that in all departments all over the world, you know? Every government department. Just send someone in there that goes, this is how it should work. It's some fucking federal person going to, like, local cities and towns and stuff. Maybe not towns. Actually, no, fuck them. Towns,
No, fuck
too.
the towns. They're
Yeah.
all doing sketchy
they
shit. They're
suck.
framing Karen Reed right now.
Yeah.
And
Go through that and see, like, yeah, I want to make this. The only time I ever see, like, anybody doing anything, it's always, like, side people doing a YouTube thing, you know? They're like they're going to police and they're like, yeah, I'd like to write a complaint. It's like, this is a law. This is every police station has to be able to take a complaint thing, and they don't. And then this is the proper procedure they have to follow when they get this complaint form. They have to have the complaint form on file. They have to have it readily accessible. They can't ask about it. All they have to do is write it. It goes into the state, and then the state takes care of it. That's how the complaint form on a police station. I saw one guy go in there, and he was like, yeah, I want to do a complaint. He just goes, well, without, and then the police department's like, well, with what officer? And he goes, I can't tell you that. And he goes, no, you can tell me. And then they start coming out, and they're like getting in your face, and goes, I'm looking for this form. It's the complaint form number, whatever, RS5 or something like that. It's probably not that. Don't go in there asking for that. But he's like, I need this complaint form. And then they're like, yeah, no, we're not going to do that. No, you can tell us right now. No, we need to get your name. What's your ID again? Are you drunk? And they start harassing this dude. I think the guy did it in Florida. And out of like, I think it was like 20 or 30 police departments around in Florida, like 2 of them or 3 of them had the form. It was like, here you go, sir. Have a great day. Like, do you want to know where to send it? Like, they were like, here you go.
Yep.
Like, this is, that form. I mean, they probably get a lot of complaint
I dealt
forms.
with it personally.
But they're like, oh yeah, here's the form, you know, and you want to fill that out to so and so. You can mail it into that if you want. You can go whatever. If there's anything you want to tell us, let us know. That's what the police department should be doing. They're accommodating. They're a public service, like anything.
I'll tell you exactly what they do. My girlfriend got her underwear stolen out of her trunk when it got searched. She got arrested. She had weed on her. But there was also very specifically very expensive underwear in the trunk that was missing now. And we went to file a complaint about that, and we got basically just sat in a room with the active guy in charge, sergeant or whatever the fuck his title was. And I remember him putting his hands like this and going, let me explain to you. Basically, the situation is we're trusting your word versus my guy's word. I'm going to take my guy's word every time, unless you can prove
Fair and unbiased.
It's crazy. And he's like, why would someone steal underwear? I'm like, have you been on the internet? That's not like an uncommon. Like, you guys are freaks, I assumed.
A police officer. You deal with freaky people all the time. You never maybe have come across someone who was like, wow, he collects a lot of weird fucking shit.
They have vending machines for underwear in Japan. That's how creepy it is.
There are Japanese people who live among us right now.
Right.
And they have a very interesting culture. And of course, that culture will spread amongst You ever see people who like anime a lot? Any other Japanese type cuisine?
Freaks.
Buddy, they have sushi restaurants here. And that's just food. So the likelihood of that type of perversion, not to say that they're the only ones.
Oh, no,
to do it.
they're definitely, it's their favorite.
I'm starting
Let's
to
be
paint them
honest.
as
They
a
love it
certain-
the most. But we
yeah,
can love it too.
Buddy,
And cops can love it.
there's a website here in this country called Feet Finder. Yeah, I think underwear is not really out of the realm of that, as well as other nasty things. There's a woman out there making millions of dollars off of selling farts in a jar, as well as bathtub water.
One of the best grifters to ever live.
You don't think maybe your police department has been infiltrated by one of these panty lovers?
I would love to start
Right.
putting up pictures of some of the greatest grifters of all time.
You want to do that?
Yeah, really random ones. I think that would be nice. Like her, she's going up there. She's got a high
Mom
spot.
of Jared?
The one who's selling farts and bath water?
Without a doubt.
She's unbelievable.
You'd
One
have
of the
to put up-
greatest.
You'd have to put up every single celebrity's photo out there, because you know
No,
there's
no,
sign
no,
and
no.
shit.
I want the real, unique ones. Like, I don't want you doing a normal grift. Oh, you did the same grift as this guy and this guy. No, I want something real, specific you thought of. That bathwater thing is special.
Put it like an Our Heroes board on the back.
And it'd be nice to be able to readily identify them. Be like, oh yeah, this guy.
We got this guy right here.
Well, I like him. He's
You know
cool.
what?
He's a homeless anarchist.
Right? And he was like, everybody treat everybody nice.
And
'Cause if you
don't trust
you will
the government.
Die, and even when you die, it'll get worse. That was it.
And don't trust the government. They're all full of shit.
That's right. He grifted fear into everyone around them to start dressing nice and respecting other people and getting people like to be acting nice and stuff with no
fear.
What did he grift them? Paradise afterwards. That's the biggest grift ever. You know?
I guess so. I
Right.
thought that's just good advice.
No.
I don't even know.
10 Commandments. Or you'll die in a lake of fire.
Well, that's way before him. That's the angry part of the Bible. His part of the Bible is way nicer. The New
is it?
Testament.
Oh, okay. Well,
No, the God it's literally a completely different guy in the Old Testament to
he
the New
uses
Testament.
the Old Testament to teach from. That's why you have the New Testament, because they're like, oh fuck, he's reading it like this, you know?
His teachings were much different than the teachings you get in the Old Testament. They're the same moral value or the same
He was referencing
conclusion.
the Old Testament all the time.
Did you do 12 years of Sunday school?
No, but didn't he like always start it out with a sermon? Everything he said would always start out with like a different sermon from the Old Testament.
He wasn't a priest.
Yeah, he was.
He was just a wandering, like...
Jesus wasn't a priest. I thought wasn't he a rabbi?
There wasn't even... Christianity didn't exist. There wasn't priests.
They had rabbis back then in the Old Testament, right?
They had rabbis, but I've never heard of him ever doing a sermon. He was the wandering guy who spread knowledge. Like, he wasn't part of any institution.
You never heard Jesus do a sermon before?
He literally was against the church. They killed
He
him.
was against the corruption in the church.
Yeah, no, he was not a part. He existed outside of. This is a real anarchist. What we were talking about here. If you go through his story, he is
When he gets
special.
crucified, what does he? Do you know what he says? The first things he says, "Forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they've done." That's related to a sermon.
No, that's also a guy saying that sentence, and who truly believes in the system.
He referred to a million sermons. Every time he talked, he always referred to. That was his thing, you know. He's like, "Hey, remember this?" He's like saying song lyrics in.
Do you think
in
the New
normal
Testament is just a bunch of quotes from the Old Testament?
Well, I mean, it's got his own spin on it, but he does.
No,
quote
it's
the
like
Old
it's
Testament.
an entirely different, a completely different angle.
Oh, I don't know too much about religion to.
No, you don't.
Those were his last words on the cross. Yeah, but he was referring to the.
No, he wasn't quoting. That was
Yeah, he
his.
was.
That's his line.
No, he's quoting something on that thing.
You don't know anything about the New Testament, huh?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, he's quoting.
No. You're out of your league on this one.
I think I might be.
I think you really are. I
If
come
I-
from
if I-
like heavy Christianity. Almost all of his teachings were good. He was not quoting that LOL.
There's Luke 23.
See, now you're in the
34.
no. This
Now
is
I'm gonna
not
start
this is
going
not
into this
productive
thing.
because now
Yeah,
now
we're
you're
gonna-
looking.
He
And
says,
you won't,
"Forgive them, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." That's referring to something else.
Luke came after Jesus. Luke was the guy who went around and found
Well, yeah.
all of the writings of Jesus.
Oh, I thought he was there with them.
No, he came afterwards. Of the four books, he was from the future interviewing people. He's actually the most ridiculous book in the New Testament. Jesus was so authentically awesome compared to the rest of that fucking book. It's crazy. Just him as an individual.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Yeah, Luke was a journalist.
He was just going around being like, "So what did Jesus?"
100 years later. It was like a long time later, too.
And that's what he got from it? All right, I'm going to put a pin in it right now, but I'm pretty sure
I promise
the
you're
last
wrong.
thing he says,
I
"Forgive
think
them,
you have
Father."
a nasty taste on Christianity and you're letting it flow over into all of Christianity.
I have a nasty taste on
I
that?
think you do. I don't think you like any aspect of organized religion at
Oh,
all.
without a doubt. Yeah, I hate it all.
So you're letting that kind of... He's an individual... Like, his shit, if you read it, you'd go, I agree with almost all of this.
He hates figs.
That one fucking story.
I will say it, yeah.
Yeah, all right, so
Throws
now
the
that's
table.
how we know we're winning.
He goes, he also says stuff like, "Oh, cut out your eyes and cut off your hands if you can't help them from wandering." You know, I wanted to put this in one of the podcasts, and I was like, you know how, like, a lot of new people today, they're like, well, we want
rights for everybody. We shouldn't be subjected to other people's gross natures. You know, like in the sense of like the rape and sexual harassment and all that other stuff and everything. And I'm like, I heard a few things that Jesus said, and I was like, that's what he says. He goes, yeah, you should gouge out your eyes and cut off your hands if they're the ones that are sinning. You know, because he was arguing with one dude. He was like, oh, you know, what happened? You know, wandering eye and adultery. You know, like if it's my eye that's catching her, then it's like, oh, well, you should gouge out your eye because that's the sinful part. Doesn't he say some shit like that?
I don't know. I don't remember that one, but I don't also think that's the worst idea. I think that's very practical.
If you're like goggling someone, you should be like gouge out your eye because you're doing an injustice to them.
Have you-
I thought he was like, since everyone has God in them, you're sinning against God because. I'm not even religious. I have no idea. I thought that's what he was saying.
No, and if you're going to get technical, the translation is really bad. And if you go with the more modernized version of what we've learned since that shit was written down, he never says, I am the Son of God, a single time in the whole book.
I think he says, I am.
I am a Son of God every time.
Oh.
It's meant, it has a more profound thing that goes to it, obviously, but it really changes the whole idol thing with him.
Yeah, and that's what I hate about it too, because they say
He didn't cause that, and he didn't want that to happen.
You know
specifically.
What I mean? He said you shouldn't worship idols, and there was a lot of prophets that went around and said this is idol worshiping. You're doing blah blah blah. You know, like what is it? Elijah was one of them, and they're like, didn't he have an issue with Baal or whatever, like the big ox on the hill, and he was like. He's like, oh, we'll sacrifice so and so, and we'll get rain for our things.
You're getting an Old Testament.
That's Old Testament.
See, that's they're so alien from each other. It's like reading Hunger Games and fucking Dr. Seuss. Like, there's the range of difference in what is going on in these two books. They're different.
I thought the New Testament always references the Old Testament.
No, dude,
stuff.
they're like one of them. The Old Testament God is evil. He is the one who will kill Job's family. He will flood the earth. Jesus' teaching, all fucking positive.
He was adamant that everyone was a child of God and was very specific about not worshiping him. About not worshiping,
himself, like the whole time. Like the whole him being an idol thing, he had no part of that. He literally spoke against that being a thing.
Isn't it ironic?
So
this is the thing I don't get about Christianity, right? I know we could probably go into I don't understand a lot about it. But it seems a lot of their teachings that they say, they literally do the quite opposite of, you know? I'm pretty sure idol worshiping is like something you shouldn't do.
Oh, the church is evil. I truly believe. Like the people running the church and designed this Bible that we're going off of, it's all meant to be contradictory on purpose so that you create these sinners.
Yeah. Well, were you a Catholic?
Yeah.
Well, you look at Catholicism, right? And they're like, so they should say, like, you should only worship God's word and no one else's, right? Mm-hmm. What do they have? What is the biggest fucking city that they have about it? Who's running that big ass city in Rome?
That was good.
The Pope. The Pope is the word of God. But then they're like, well, Pope's not really God's word. Yeah, from heritage speaking wise, that's all the Pope has ever said. He's like, I'm the most righteous one up into God, and I can dictate essentially the governmenting body of church, which is that relationship to God. And they've always been like, oh, you need to worship in church and not in your own discretion, you know? But
yeah, that's all a scam.
But everything in the Bible, didn't it always say, like, oh, it's your connection with God?
It's literally from inside. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work, and that makes way more sense.
So every time, I ever tell you that story with me and that weird people? I did, yeah. We were on podcast a while ago on this thing, on the Copper Corner a while ago, and I was like, when I met those, like, people in California, and they're like, oh, this is what we're going to talk about, Jesus and washing the feet of his disciples. And I was like, oh, I thought that was like symbolic because like the sole of the feet, and he's showing how human he is by something we walk on like all the time. And I feel like feet are taken for granted, but it's literally like our connection to ground, and he's cleaning that connection to earth and the overall spirit.
And that made sense to you, right?
And that did. I was like,
that's
okay.
actually the message that was
what
happening.
I thought. And they were like, absolutely not. No, he just washed feet. That was it. See, and then I was like, what? We went over that last time. The church is run by man. They
even just get to decide what's in the Bible.
Yeah.
And that's really what the problem is.
And that's why they're like, we don't really like the whole discovering of the Dead Sea Scrolls and all that other stuff because it paints, like, what is it, the Book of Enoch, that came out, and the Book of Judas, I don't think that's a thing, but, like, Judas is one of the disciples.
The Book of Mary Magdalene. The Book of Enoch's a really fascinating one because that gets into, like, it's the same story as the Sumerian tablets.
And I think if the Catholicism people want to do the right thing, they would take every single book they have in their giant library, their
The
underground.
Gnostic Bible is
Yeah.
what you're talking about, which is the complete collection.
Yeah.
It's called the Gnostic Bible, but realistically, it's just a collection of all of the ones that got rejected, plus the ones that are in there.
Why wouldn't you have everybody's scripture, every writing you could find, and put it out on there? I saw this one thing that said if you give everybody a stage, which we're trying to do right here, the truth will come out eventually, you know?
Yeah.
Because like there was like what I think there was like a cult leader a while ago, like.
But that was your answer right there as to why that's not what they did.
Exactly, because they want to filter it and refine it. So you're like, well, we don't want to really bore you with all the kinds of other bullshit. Because some people are stupid. Yeah, they'll read certain texts and be like, no, okay, that makes the most sense to me, and blah blah blah. But it's like, well, obviously that has a fallacy in and of itself. If you listen to one and only text and not experience all the different texts, then you're just limiting yourself to one school of thought. But the whole idea of knowledge and the prowess of someone is to be exposed to everything and try to understand as much. And then the more you're exposed to, the more you're like, all right, well, that's kind of bullshit and that's kind of bullshit. But, but then again, maybe not. Maybe people, travel their path through all kinds of other stuff. But I don't know, if they're critical thinking, then they'll see flaws in all their other different texts and stuff. They'll be like, oh, well, if I believe this, then you must believe that and believe that and believe that. And
I think that everybody has their own living Bible they experience in their life. You learn all these morals in the book about, oh, you shouldn't do this because of this. You also live a life, and in your life you make mistakes. When you make mistakes, you get a feeling of insecurity, you get injured, whatever it may be. Then you learn, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. You learn pretty much most of the morals in that book through just personal experience and just introspectiveness.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. We all have our own personal Bible where you'll get all that same good shit that's in there, but authentic to you, where you'll actually learn from it and absorb it.
It's like that book, The Giver. Yeah. So you can learn stories of situations you haven't been on, but it could coast you through how to deal with loss or how to deal with praise or how to deal with success or how to deal with anything,
You'll
the
never
farmer's
truly
son story bullshit, right?
that getting information to try and learn how to deal with those things, I think at the end of the day is you can't experience is the true learning.
But I feel like it
could
allows you to go, oh, it really kind of fast passes you through, not fast pass because you still have to go through the motions, but it helps you a little bit, It's like doing work on your car. Like, yeah, I could probably figure out how to take this thing apart and maybe put it back together with trial and error. But if I have the mechanics book on it, then I could read it and then ultimately kind of understand the idea of it and then read other books that say, oh, no, if you hold it like this or you have this wrench or this kind of clamp, there's different ways to do it, but ultimately you can get it done.
Have I asked you the Abigail's room? Have I talked about Abigail's room on here yet?
No, I don't know what that is.
All right, it's a thought experiment that was done. There's this girl.
Is it like Sophie's Choice?
No.
Which kid?
Abigail's room is, there's, in theory, a girl. She's born. And what they do is they cover her eyesight at birth.
Do they give her Xanax?
No, they give her no Xanax.
Right.
What they do
According
is...
to the Bible, everyone is born with a sense of right and wrong. At least that's what the Sunday school... I heard something that said when you're born, children aren't sinful, but they're born into sin and they're born sinful. I've heard everything over the thing. Just a comment on Peach's thing. Yeah. Anyways, go on.
So she's born, and they cut off her eyesight so she cannot see.
Yep.
And over the next 18 years, they teach her every single thing there is to know about color, the light spectrum, how your eyes work. Every single piece. She knows it down to the fucking core. It's the only thing they've ever done with her.
Yeah.
Then, on her 18th birthday, they remove the blindfold, and she sees for the first time. How accurate do you think what she saw was to what she has learned? So she's learned everything, so... In theory, they should take that off, and she should know, because she has every fundamental detail that exists. And I would bet that, and most people would agree, she wasn't anywhere fucking close.
You know what? Devil's advocate on this part? Counter? So, you ever heard this theory that everyone perceives color in a different...
Yes.
Like a different color, essentially. No...
It's not a theory, but it's something that can't be disproven more.
But everyone kind of goes like, yeah, they might have more rods, they might have more cones. Science.
I believe artists do.
Yeah, they have. So science has deconstructed the eye and like measured
cones and rods in everyone's eye and stuff. Some eyes have, if they have this, they have more of this. If they have this, even blue and brown eyes, they have more of these different colors. And
So you think the data she was given was kind of shit from the start because it's not?
No, I'm saying that everyone has their own
Mm-hmm.
perception of color. But if I show you yellow and you think of yellow, and I associate words with yellow, then you'll be like, yeah, we have. If I asked you, give me like 10 verbs or give me 10 adjectives that mean yellow to you, and you'll probably say like, oh, like sunny and bright and warm and kind of happy, right? You have that kind of.
But that's coming from we're taking this all from the idea of somebody who has seen. These thoughts that we're having don't really apply to the person we're talking about.
People in different cultures use the same warmth, light, and understanding of those kinds of things, right? Like warning labels in Russia and warning labels in the United States or Africa and everything,
Right.
generally the same. I mean, there's some cultures out there that use like green as stop and red as go, but that's like few and far between. It's kind of like on the outsides of like the bell curve kind of thing. But ultimately, everyone has kind of red meaning stop. It's a warning thing. It means caution, you know. And maybe that's a worldwide OSHA thing that they're like, we need one general standard and everyone's copying themselves. Maybe. But
No, what you're talking about is an individual. I'm talking about there's an image that was never there before. She's never experienced any image.
But
when they pull that thing off, she's experiencing images for the first time. Not any specific color.
I think she
not
get it.
anything.
If she can do touch,
You
do face
are,
and stuff like that.
You are the minority in
I
that
don't
then,
know.
because nobody thinks that. Everybody, like, how many times could you have learned to be an electrician on paper?
Yeah.
There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Shut up.
If it's color or paper,
No, there's so much more to it than just that. You could not have learned to do all of the things you do. It even comes
Install,
down to
maybe.
even the tools you use. That cannot be separated from the task. Even though it's not directly on the wiring diagram, it is part of the experience. Now, they can explain to you all those processes, but there's a certain learning curve that is undeniable. You need the experience to have the full effect. There's even, I forget what it was. I'm actually not even going to speak on it because I don't have the exact numbers. But they did an experiment on like how much people can learn on paper when compared to like the experience, and it's like dog shit. It
depends on the learning on paper kind of thing, right?
No, dude, it doesn't. It's
Well,
any
if I can read a
task.
mechanic book and it tells me like, oh, you want to take this thing off, you want to take that thing, you want to take that thing off, and then I can like,
But we're assuming you know how to use tools already.
not all the time. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I've never really used this thing on that, or but I've understand somewhat the concept. Maybe I've done it sideways.
Yes,
but there's
but
like a,
we're applying this to a situation right now where no one's done nothing. You've never seen a tool. You don't like you. This girl has no context of anything. Everything that
Other
you
than
bring
they've
up as a
explained it to
rebuttal
her.
always has a form of context attached to it. You must remove
Well, see,
all
that's-
context to match the thought experiment.
But that's what I was saying with her, like, or the cultural differences and stuff, but using the same kind of explanations and stuff like that, you know, like with the color thing. Like,
I'm
you
just
see
talking
something
about-
different, I see something different, but it's generally the same. Like,
I'm talking from inside of her head. You're this girl now, all
so
right?
now she's only limited by the people around her.
She's limited to her own thought process, so she's learned all this information. She's taken it in. She, like every human, will make assumptions as to
Yeah.
what the final product will be. I know everything about how light works. I know I can touch things, so I feel that there's things here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna get what they look like, and then it pops open. The information is gonna do shit for you.
And someone like you, I'm surprised you believe this, because if you also believe like frequency and vibrations and everything like that,
No,
and how
but-
they all kind of meld together,
Yes, but that's all information that's beyond our. A lot of that is beyond our conception.
and she can't conceptualize
Without
color.
having the experience, like
emotions,
first.
feelings, and I feel like with everything else other than sight, I go blind people dream in emotions and they see color.
No, I
don't
know
they?
they're totally capable of living lives. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the image that she thought she would see, having all the information, and then actually removing it
You think
to
it's-
see for the first time how accurate is she. Because in theory, she should have been able to nail it. 100%, this is exactly what I thought was going to happen because I know literally every rule. I've been in this room. I've touched everything in this room for 18 years. I should be able to nail it 100%, and there literally nobody except you thinks that she is.
I think she's like 80% accurate.
No.
Especially if is she just like free to roam around and touch everything and just kind of guess what the color is, or is people explaining the colors to her?
Or even just the softness of things. Like, you're not going to really grasp, like, the soft edges versus hard edges, the color change, like, within a wood grain. Like, all of that stuff is totally uncalculated. Even if they told you about it, there's too much for you to really get it right.
I think you'd be like, percentage-wise, I think you might have a passing grade, especially if you're sitting there explaining everything to her, you know? I think she'd have, like, maybe a pretty good idea, you know?
I think you're batshit crazy.
If she's touching, she can't touch anything?
No, she can touch everything.
She can touch everything?
It's just a matter of the way...
She can feel
I don't
it?
think you're breaking away...
You can explain it?
You can... She literally... Well, we've got her to the point where she's answering questions without the book, nothing. It's in her head. It's the only thing they did with her for 18 years is teach her the light spectrum and every aspect of color
Wonder
and sight.
Helen. If Helen Keller could write books and stand up for justice and stuff and speak...
I don't care about what she can do afterwards. I'm just talking about the moment, the single millisecond, and then after that, this experiment's over. I'm talking about the single millisecond that thing comes off. You see stuff, you know fundamentally everything about what's about to happen. But I don't think that could possibly make you be able to see 100% accurately.
Oh, not 100%, no. I'm not saying 100.
But you know 100% of the details.
I'm saying maybe like a 70. Like maybe you'll get maybe a 65.
You're trying to assume...
I think it's 65.
Yeah, but you're trying to assume someone who has never seen is going to see for the first time, and it's not going to be insanely profound.
Oh, it'll be profound, without a doubt.
It's going to be...
I'm not saying she's... Well, you're making it sound like she's not going to have like a clue on what the fuck she's looking at. Like as if it's a completely new subject.
No, I'm not... It's a matter of she's going to have an image in her head because that's how humans work. We make assumptions. She has all of the information. She kind of knows what stuff's going to look like, but she's never actually seen it. When they pull that thing back...
The only thing I can relate it to is like monochromatic film. Like film back in the history era where it's like black and white and everyone's like kind of moving fast. And then they're like, now here's a corrective of it. And then they slow it down.
No, that's a gross oversimplification because now
and
you're
this
still
color
talking
adding to
about
it?
something that has an image and then just a slightly altered image. We're going from blackness, eternal blackness always, to having an image for the first time.
But she
that
can feel
scale
it
of
and
difference
touch it
is...
and mentally picture it in her head with
But you
feeling.
can't. But you're trying. You just said mentally picture. That's not. That's out of the equation.
But she can touch it.
No, but you can't mentally picture if you've never had a picture.
But she can touch it?
She can touch it, but we need to get on this. When you just said mentally picture,
Yeah.
you can say that because you understand everything is relative in the world. You can only have the ability to mentally picture something if pictures or frames of anything have existed in you before. If you have been blind your whole life or have not seen, you don't have a first picture ever. There's no mentally picturing things
I feel
for
like-
people that are born blind.
I feel like they just grow out, but in different ways, really. Like completely blind person, right, is going around and touching everything and figuring out and developing their world around that way. Read my comment. He's saying if blind girl suddenly was able to see and you presented her with a picture of a rainbow and said, point to green, she can do it after being described a color base. Well, if you
No.
describe a color thing, how's a rainbow structured? Red, green, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
And
no,
she
that's-
could go
that's
like,
an easy
oh, well,
one.
if I can figure that one down. I'm lost in it.
I'm just talking
I'm lost
about
in
like
the sauce.
the personal experience of an individual and like
Oh, she'd
the
probably
idea.
be. Her mind would be blown. Without
Her
a
mind
doubt.
would go, "Oh, I got
Holy
this way wrong.
shit.
I thought I couldn't imagine what color looked like because I'd never experienced color. We've experienced color, and this is a famous thought experiment. It's
I think she'd
really
be more
old.
deep with whatever the object is. I mean, it would if you gave her like all the stimuli, like everything we have in our studio right now. I'm pretty sure she'd be like, no matter how much she had mapped out in her place, it would be like, me personally, I feel like it would be bringing color to film.
I'm saying the idea of a picture at all would be different in her head to what actually happens when she's revealed like the world for the first time. The simple idea of what a picture would even be.
Yeah, I feel like she'd be more intimate in it. I think she'd be confused by it, without a doubt. She's like, what is this picture of? Because she'll have
but the
conceptual space built in her head.
You said she'd be confused by it.
Yeah.
But we also explained that she understands inherently every single fucking detail about it. Why would she be confused by it?
I feel like
Because you need the physical interaction is 90% of the teaching.
Reverse it right now. You have a video game that you like, that you play a lot, that you know the space of it on the inside, but it's literally just a flat, like 3D space in itself. But you can picture it now.
Because I have a reference of what a picture is.
Yeah, and
This person has no reference of anything. Everything that you're giving
I think it's
fails in the thought experiment because it must be linked back to a previous. The only reason you can reference a picture is because a picture has existed at any point in your existence.
But if you go blind now, and now you're forced to walk around in space.
You can picture because you have the relative experience to go back to a picture. I'm talking it's been black since the second you came out. You've never experienced any form of light.
I think it's working in reverse. I'm not saying you'd be 100%, but I don't think she'd be like, holy shit, now everything I had completely forgotten, every single frame of reference I've ever had in my life.
No, she would have all the frames of references, but go, this isn't anything what I thought sight would be like.
Oh yeah, she'd be like, no. It's like smelling for the first time. Like, I've never smelt that thing in my life before. You'd probably be stimulated throughout,
But the point of the thought experiment
Would her
is
eyes even
the
work?
point of the thought experiment is that's not supposed to be the situation, because the whole experiment was to determine, is understanding the fundamental underlying value of something to its entirety enough to fully grasp it? No, in this situation. Knowing everything, she should have zero curveballs when the world is revealed to her.
Oh, then yeah, absolutely.
Nobody believes that that's the case.
Well, because nothing's 100%.
But it should be.
If you've explained every single thing
Every
to her?
single detail. And this is assuming she knows every single detail. You still end up in this situation because that's the way the world is built.
Well, maybe the mind will trick itself and just be like, yeah, of course I thought it was, you know? Like, it would just false memory
Well,
yourself.
that's a different conversation.
Right,
that's a
then.
different thing now, because now we're getting into dissidence and
Yeah.
just how humans interact. I'm talking about just the millisecond when it happens, that initial burst or like realization. Like, is this exactly what I thought it was supposed to be? Because in theory, it should be, because I have every piece of information of how it works, what it's made out of.
So, you're discrediting my argument because there is no frame of reference, because they don't have anything to associate it with, right?
Well, I'm saying that your arguments are always based in having to have a reference point.
That her reference point is knowing everything about it other than the sight of it.
Well, no, I'm bringing up specifically your reference points because they involve images.
Oh,
And
well, I'm
they
just-
can't have images because she doesn't have any frame of reference for images.
But she has the frame of reference for everything else.
All of the information
other than just
itself.
a picture of it.
Yes, she's never had the picture of
I
it.
feel like she could, if she's smart enough, I think she could do it.
You're insane.
Well, I mean, working on this thing, right? You have frame of reference on how everything else works, like in the world. You know, you're dealing with something that is always. You have something. You understand how the lights work, or how plumbing works, or how this space or acoustic, anything, what it is, right? You're trying to develop something new, right? Something no one's ever seen before, in a sense. But you're always basing it off of other shit that you've seen or have encountered, or you have some frame of reference. So how do you build upon something new? It just sounds like inventing to me, you know, in a way.
It's
Like you're trying, like that crazy guy that was on Joe Rogan, that was just like, oh, like the periodic table isn't like a table in of itself. It's actually frequencies, and it's built like this structure where everything's doubled and stuff like that. You know, he's basing that off of other frames of work, whether it's through nature or synthetic shit that he's thought of. But he's able to structure it, something new that no one's ever really thought about, in a way that you've been able to structure it before, but now it's a completely new take on the thing. And now that you see it, and you're like, when you first see it, you're like, oh, that kind of makes sense. You have to hear the full thing of it, but that makes sense, right?
I think it's more. It's the experiment was based on, is knowledge capable of filling in all of the gaps that experience also like brings, and pretty much every single person except you for the last 50 years has picked the other answer.
I don't know. I feel like if you learn everything about it, it's like people who learn all about the history of like a place, right? And they go and experience for the first time. They're like, oh, this is where this connects, and that's where this connects, and that's where that, you know?
I think you...
If you learned everything about like ancient Greece, right? All the battles and all the, you know, how structures were formed and all this other stuff like that, and you went there today and you saw the rubble on the ground, I feel like you could picture that there. And be like, this is where this is at. Maybe I'm far off.
You're talking about
I don't know.
taking information and then clarifying information. I'm talking about taking information and then taking it into an actual experience. You're going from information to experience for the first time. And all you've done is study what the experience would be. That's different from like learning something and then going there and trying to picture something.
I've been on trips before where I've looked and I said, oh, look at all this stuff you could do. And then I go there and I'm like, oh, wow, I'm doing this stuff right now.
Yeah.
It's like kind of looking at a map and then like being in the map and kind of going, oh, there's a street down there, and there's this alley. And
yeah,
there's
because you've seen images, you've seen the world, so you know that if you go somewhere, there's probably going to be people there, there's probably going to be world there.
So
like,
from a completely 3D space, so visually...
You're going from no space to all of a sudden having 3D, and you're going to nail it first try.
Do we... It's like 2D to 3D?
It's black. No, it's not. There's not even dimensions. It's blackness. You've just had blackness.
Okay.
And now you're going to get an image for the first time ever. And you should, in theory, because you know all the information of how everything is working, you should know exactly what it's going to look like.
Sounds like reading a map, kind of.
Oh, my God. Coming from the reference point of never having seen, though, I don't think you're breaking...
But I'm never in it to experience. You're saying sight, right?
Yeah, you never had sight. Everything that...
If you give someone a blank map, like say a piece of paper of a map, right? And then on it they have like the structures. And you're not allowed to see it, but you can feel out the roadways and how it kind of works and like the sizes of the building. Oh, there's a tree over there. There's these things over here.
And you're going to do that, what with that? You're going to take that and you're going to reference it back to images in life that you've experienced before to be able to make the connection.
But you're able to...
You can't do it if you've never had the initial image.
I ain't never worked on a plane before, but I've worked on cars, and it's like the same thing. I feel like it's like something like that. But it's not. Maybe
I think you're grossly oversimplifying the profound effects of not having any relative image at all.
So the
ever
image
reference back to
the image is how much percentage
image is talking any given moment of sight.
To you, imagery makes up what percentage of the whole experience? 100%?
What, like in this instance, like I'm talking about just
for her thing, working backwards from her thing. So she's left with an image.
Then the image is just her sight. I'm using the word image, but it's any given thing she's looking at.
Yeah, we're just saying image to simplify the profoundness of eyes and comprehension and optic lobes and everything, right?
Yes.
So how much of that sight do you think makes up for the entire... Because she can have all the experience in the world with it, right? Mm-hmm. Or the all explanations and feeling and depth and all that stuff, but it doesn't amount to the image, right? Because it's grossly different.
It's impossible for you to have the information translate to the image when there's no actual reference point prior.
Other than all
blackness.
And so how much of seeing it, or pretty much seeing it...
Experience. You're going from knowledge to experience.
Okay, so you're going from knowledge to experience of sight?
Yes, the whole thing was, yes, this stuff exists.
Sorry, we're beating the dead horse for here. See you later, viewers. You know,
I know, right?
I'm trying to understand this. This is my first sight into it. So
it's the fundamental knowledge and understanding of what is something made out of, why it's made out of that, how it can move in all possible scenarios. Versus experiencing that in live action, which just registers as an image to us.
Yeah.
So she's figured out the entire light spectrum. She's got it down to a T.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what any color... She doesn't ever even seen a color. Whether or not she understands that red is vibrating at a higher a lower wavelength than the other numbers, it's not going to make any difference. You don't know shit until you open your eyes. We can open your eyes and immediately go, find me Violet. You have nothing.
So how much experience... So seeing violet, that action, or seeing that color, right?
Yeah, we got a whole
So that-
smorgasbord of colors.
So
Where's
that's our
violet?
bullseye. How much of that is sight, and how much of that is experience?
It's all experience, it seems.
So it's not sight.
Well, no, the sight is the experience.
Oh,
like
okay.
The act of seeing is the experience.
But until you see it, it doesn't make the difference of the experience of it, or the.
Until you
the
see
descri-
it, you
the
can have
knowledge
all
of it.
you can have all the information of how violet becomes violet.
It's knowledge versus
But-
experience, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And how
How
all
much-
of the knowledge in the world actually fails if you have zero experience when translated.
I don't think it all fails.
I think you take that girl's blindfold off, you have a smorgasbord of color, she knows literally everything, you point to violet and go, what color is this? She goes, I kind of don't know yet. I think that's 100% what she does, but that, in theory, is why the experiment works, because that shouldn't be the answer. She should give you the definitive answer based on the information, because she has all of it.
I think if she processes it, she'll be able to find it.
That's crazy.
Well, because you can just say, like, you're explaining it, like, oh, that toolbox is red. That's a red toolbox. It's big. It's squared. It's a very warm color. It makes you feel like fire, and you've never seen it before. And you're describing other shit that's red.
You're saying warm and things like that. That needs a reference point for me to understand what you mean by
She knows
warm.
what warm is.
No, but she doesn't know what it means in reference to color. We do because we've experienced colors before and people have used these words.
It feels like a crazy, is it a made-up experiment? Has this actually happened?
It's a thought. No, it's
Oh,
just
it's
a
a thought
thought
process.
experiment.
I don't know. Then to be completely chosen in a thought experiment, what is your frame of reference for that?
What do you mean to be chosen?
If it's a thought experiment and it hasn't been really tested, then how can you really tell the answer to it? I feel like there's a bell curve in it and like spectrum. Like some people kind of get it, other people don't get it. But you're saying that it's definite that there's no way that anybody could ever get it.
Nobody's getting this, dude.
I think someone could.
There's no way you're going from never having seen to it's coming up and there's a smorgasbord of colors and I point to red and go, what color is this one? We're 1 second into you seeing for the first time, but don't worry, you know every piece of information. How the hell are you not guessing?
Because you're regurgitating
right.
it.
Well, you're
You've
not
been in
getting,
the
but-
American school system, you know?
Yeah, but it's
What-
not in any particular order. It's not in a rainbow order. It's all over the place. So there's no reference that you can really use. But I'm pointing at a color. You know every single thing about color. Why can't you tell me in 1 second that this one's red, and then I go to this one and this one and this
So
one?
it's more
She's
like
nailing it.
It's like pointing at a color spectrum and going, "What is this color?"
And
It's like what object could be this color?
or just anything in general. Like, in theory, when I pull that off and I
like I
point at
guessed
that
it.
color, you should tell me with 100% accuracy the color I point to every time, even though this is your first time ever seeing.
I'm giving it a 65% accuracy.
65%
I'm saying
with
60
no reference.
Other than all the information prior, other than the color of it, yeah, I'm gonna say that.
That's crazy.
I think so. I think
All
it's-
right, and we're wrapping it up there, guys.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
all. All right.
Yeah, no, we're done.
So
But that's crazy.
yeah, I think they'd be able to get it. I've been told stuff that I've never experienced before, and I'm like, all right, well, let me try to. I wrestle with concepts I have no concept over, and I'm like, I relate it to other shit. I have a frame of reference of other stuff, and they have a frame of reference of all the information other than sight.
I just think it's crazy how easily you're dismissing the not having seen to being seen thing, because we can both definitively say both of us have no frame of reference
Yeah.
for that type of existence. So at first glance, you should go, all right, well, let me think
It's
about that.
developed-
That's
it's-
kind of a tough situation because I have zero concept, but your
I can-
action
I will-
is no,
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
That's my superpower. That's my superpower. I can boil any crazy ass concept down to root fundamentals and make it explainable to anybody.
I don't think you.
I can
got
do
this
anything.
one.
I honestly, you know what? I don't claim a lot. I can do that.
I don't think you went deep enough into the
That's
root
right.
fundamentals of this one.
Nope. My superpower is kiss. Keeping it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. That's like 20 syllables.
I think-
Syllables is my second superpower. I can guess all the syllables in any word ever.
Well, I think
Syllables.
the thought experiment was designed to break down a concept into its first principle, but you missed the first principle.
Boil it down. Yeah, I think 65% accuracy.
65. Okay.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna give it a little more than 50-50, you know.
I'm giving her a 0% shot. That bitch is
Maybe
getting
30.
smoked 100% of the time.
No, she's gonna get it.
There's no way. Too
think
many
so.
colors.
I think so.
A
Especially if you get-
1,000 different colors on there.
Yeah.
And I point to the clearest red. Like, it's not a fucked up color. I go
Yeah.
with the clear red.
And you can't just go like fire truck. That's not gonna make you think of fire truck at all.
I don't care. I don't need to say fire truck. The whole point of the experiment is I don't need to do anything to aid the situation. You're supposed to know. You literally know more than me.
Supposed to.
You're supposed to. So why would I say fire truck to give you a hint?
There was
I don't
a-
need to give you a hint.
How many syllables in the word?
Magnanimous. One of my favorite
Magnanimous?
words.
Well, you spelt it out. Obviously, I can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10.
Syllables.
11. Yeah.
Magnanimous.
Four.
4.
Because you spelt it out. Magnanimous. See, there's vowels. See, A, I, O, U. That's 4. That's
Is that how you do it?
That's how many syllables.
Is that
are
how
in
you
there.
do syllables?
Magnanimous.
Magnanimous.
What are
How
you
many
doing?
times? How many times does your jaw drop?
Magnanimous.
Magnanimous.
Magnanimous. Once.
4.
Magnanimous.
Magnanimous.
Well, when you-
Yeah, you need to, you gotta go phonetic about it. You can't
Magnanimous.
just be magnanimous.
Magnanimous.
Yeah.
What does that have to
Even
do?
it's 4 times. It was little ones.
I counted the syllables. You're not supposed to spell it out. That's how you get them every time. Magnanimous. If I don't look, magnanimous. There's that many. But you spell it out. There's 3. I don't even move my jaw for that one. Riddle me that one. Oh, I do move my jaw for that one.
Call
Where
it.
were we at? Where were we at?
You were grossly oversimplifying a blind girl.
Yeah. Simple. They can't see. Boiling it down. I gotta
yeah.
create a hand signal for that one. Boiling
Actually,
it
I
down.
guess that was I was the one beating her down more. You're the one who has faith in her.
I had faith in her. I was like, you
I have
could
no
do it.
faith- I have no faith
I
at
wanted
all.
to say this. There's a blind man out there that apparently can feel color. I remember seeing a news article about that a while ago.
That's totally possible.
He knows the color of it.
Yeah, but has he experienced color before? Did he go blind later, or was he born blind? And I think that's very
he was born.
important.
I think he was born blind.
You hope he was born.
think.
You hope he was born blind. 'cause
Even if he
he's
wasn't.
not-
Even if
if
he
he
wasn't.
he has the reference of color at some point, so it's something that would be like literally a million times more
I
feasible.
really want to find it out, but I can't. I got 2 things to look up. Was Jesus quoting anybody? And
Of course, he quoted somebody. You're gonna come back here with like 4 or 5, you get 10
My-
quotes.
my
The book's this thick.
my crux is the last thing or whatever, the thing he said when he was dying on the cross. That's my crux.
That's not a good crux. You can't have a single word in a book this thick be like, ha ha, I knew it was bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. Is like that's what I want. Is
The book's this thick, and
That's-
you got this one line, and you're like, ah!
that's my turning point.
That's the Dunning-Kruger effect.
I honestly think every time he talked, he quoted some sort of old seance, and whether or not he was a rabbi.
He was not a rapper.
I'm gonna look it up. Jesus was a rabbi. Jesus was.
He might have been, but I don't think it was not a big part of the book. If it was, he was in there for a very small time. I remember him as a wandering homeless guy.
Oh, the conclusion of the Sermon on the Mount confirms he was giving out sermons. The special status of Jesus as not only rabbi but prophet.
Special status.
Jesus was sometimes called a rabbi in the Gospel. Matthew, Mark, John, those are all the old.
Matthew,
those are
Mark,
after,
Luke, and John.
Yeah.
And those are New Testament books.
Yeah. The word rabbi, as John informs us, is translated into teacher. In and of itself. But not today's standard.
He was definitely
Oy
you're talking
vey.
about him being part of the system.
Oh, no. I thought
Bye, guys.
He was a carpenter. Anyways, what is it? Wednesday?
Thursday.
Wednesdays
Sunday.
and Sundays. Copper Corner, Ramos for president. Put all your questions that you want to hear. It is late right now, so if you're still with us, thanks for sticking in with my horrible ability to understand crazy ass concepts, but super ability to boil them down to the most basic bullshit.
It really is. It's
crazy.
incredible.
I give blind people. If you're blind and you're listening to the stream right now, also put it on the Reddit. We'll have to put it on the Reddit. Copper Corner _ Reddit.
so I can remember. Because
anything you ever wanted to ask a Russian, but you're
Yep.
too nervous to get near them.
Yep,
send it here.
Put it on the Russian thread. I'll make the title for that one. You can comment underneath. We'll get a little trivia question going. See if we can get them on the phone over here. We'll tell them about the situation, so it's not violation of any kind of terms or anything. Because this is the closing out part of it. We can't just say bye now. We gotta keep the viewers coming back.
Yes, we got to sell them.
All them Ukrainians, we gotta make their whatever dollar it is ever so much more impressive. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Is it rupees? Is it
I think it's rupees.
Pokebucks?
It better be rupees.
Is it Pokebucks? I don't know. Is it shiny bits of gold and like loose change in a bag that when they want something done they just throw a sack out and they're like, get it done?
The only thing I promise you, there's like 6 or 7 Z's on that bill.
There's something.
Whatever it is, there's a bunch of C's and Z's.
It's colorful art. I have no idea who's on it, and I think there's a scratch and sniff. I'm not sure. So Wednesdays, Sundays, Ramos for President, around 7:30 we'll probably start. Stay tuned for the cat. Like, subscribe, all the notifications for it. Reddit comments. We also have Feed the Whores on our thing, so they can donate to the shop.
They can feed the whores?
Yep. So just
I haven't fed them.
Feed the whores. We're the whores. Feed them. But in the description, put for what? It's probably going to be Ramos for President, so throw it into that, and we'll allocate that properly to the fight for his
it's
campaign.
definitely going for the campaign. It's not going to anything else.
Campaign funds all the way. We'll get the Russian on Reddit thing. Anything else you want to say? It was a sober night. It was a sober night tonight.
Sober night.
I'm
not
pretty
bad.
sure we did well for ourselves. Anyways, that's it, right?
I think so.
That's it. That's it. Enjoy the night. Keep with us for Sunday.
Wash your ass.
Wash your butt. This is where we push the microphones away and we're just like chatting. You know how they have that end credits thing where they're like,
we talk slowly?